Hey, what is up, collecting crew, and welcome to Hot Talk, episode 15. I'm back. That's right after a hiatus, a little hiatus there, a little vacation there. It was good to kind of get things reset, recharge, kind of forget about. I'm not gonna lie, I can't forget completely forget about action figures in 1/12 and 1/6. I always still came up with the news, but still, it's good to kind of take a break and kind of just relax for a little bit. But I'm back. We're back at it, and man, there was a lot of figures to talk about that I missed out discussing these past couple of weeks. So yeah, and because of that, this is going to be a big one. This might be a mega-sode. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully, we'll try to keep it to only a few hours. Yeah, I got a great panel, but yeah, a lot of figures to talk about. There's 3 releases, 4 announcements, all hot toys, no teases, and a partridge in a pear tree. But yeah, all you Marvel fans out there are eating good. There's a lot of Marvel figures, including a few Spider-Man, and we'll go over all those. Of course, there's going to be some exclusives out there. As always, timestamps are going to be in the description below. If you want to jump around and check out specific figures, I'll put those in after the stream, as well as the links to my panelists' socials, their social media accounts, and their YouTube channels. Those will be in the description after the stream as well. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it, because like I said, there's a lot of figures to talk about here. So let's bring in my panelists for the evening. We got returning Valkyrie Magnus, Blue Tattoo, and for the first time on the channel, on Hot Talk, on Feezy's Figures in general, we have Moose, 12-inch Moosedream, and one Adam 12. Gentlemen, yes, thank you for joining us. Yeah, we got a panel. We have a few others. We might have one or... Yeah, finally, you're back on. Yeah, you have one or two other panelists coming, possibly a couple more, so we'll see it for sure. One other one who's going to be joining a little late. But yeah, gentlemen, like I mentioned, Moose, Adam, first time on the stream. Thanks for coming on. I know it's usually schedules as usual. Me being on the West Coast, it's kind of hard to kind of work out schedules. I know, Adam, you said you're a night owl anyways, though, so it kind of worked out for you.
Got my coffee here, so I'm good.
Yeah, he's ready. Yeah. Yep. Moose, how you feeling?
When I mentioned to you, Jay, like, hey, why'd you put me on? Then he said, then okay, yeah, sure, I'll let you know. And then all of a sudden, hey, we're doing it Tuesday night at 10:45. Oh yeah, great, I'll do it. I go, wait a minute, 10:45. What did I agree to? But I had a nap before I started.
Yeah, okay, nice.
I had to forego another stream. I like to stream on Tuesday nights. Well, definitely I want to watch Collecting Weekly, but I had to turn that off, obviously. Because they're cool guys. Zach and everybody. Those guys.
Yeah.
And but I couldn't, and I couldn't see Dean tonight though. And also sometimes I watch Fab's Figures. The Hot Toys veteran. Watch him sometimes. If you ever heard about that guy, he's kind of a tough character though. And other than that, I think I had to skip him altogether. But he's got cool people. He's everybody's fun. No one's above. No one I would walk away from. But there's so many people that doing this stuff. Really,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah, there's no shortage of YouTubers and content out there for sure. So, but thank you for foregoing all that to join us here this evening. And yeah, if this goes for any of you, like I know it's late for you guys, so if any of you want to dip out any time and you're just you can hang as long as you can, no pressure. So
I think I'm definitely going to be a couple of hours. That's for sure.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, just let me know. Yeah, just let me know in the private chat here when you got to head out, and yeah, of course you can jump out. And I can't. I don't have that luxury. I got to stay the whole time. So let's see. All right, here we go. And before we get into the figures, let me address the chat here, the lovely chat. Thank you for joining me as always. For you catching this live, I appreciate you for coming through and talking figures with us who are being active, and or if you're just chilling and watching, maybe you're already in bed, relaxing, and just kind of have this in the background. I appreciate you regardless, however you're watching, or even on the replay. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for tuning, I should say, and joining us here. So we got Jogwan 2 in the house. A lot of figures to talk about. You ain't lying. Like I said, I missed out on a couple weeks worth of figures, so just came in all at once. All right, let's see. That he also says that fractal Iron Man hurts my eyes. It tastes like burning. We will definitely discuss that. I don't know. It's pleasing to my eyes, but we'll get more into that. Well, that's just me though. We have Moose working double duty. being active in the chat, engaging. Hello, community collectors, he says, as well as 1Adam12. Thank you, gentlemen, for being active in that chat. In addition to Valkyrie Magnus, good evening, fellow collectors. I was say correctors. The correctors. Mount up. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Commander Green in the house. Appreciate you as always, Commander Green. If you haven't already, check out Commander's Green IG. Amazing photography there. Some almost like movie quality shots with both 1/6 and 1/12. Man, the stuff he does with Black Series, yeah. You wouldn't, none the wiser. None the wiser. I say thanks for joining us, Commander Green. I'll put a link in the description after the stream for his IG as well, in case you're not familiar. Go show him some love. Yeah, he's doing great stuff over there. X-Man Supreme in the house. What's up, fellas? What is up, good sir? Thank you for joining us. Hopefully you're having a good night chilling. Let's see here. Blue Tattoo also engaged with the chat. Appreciate you, Blue. And we got Beam joining us here. Just acknowledge we got Beam in the house joining us. He was the additional panelist we got joining us here. So we got Team Blue Beam here. The duo is complete. Make sure we got, what a handsome bunch of gents from Field of Burn. What is up, Robert? Thank you for joining us, good sir. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate you engaging in the chat as well. Let's see here. And the movie canon Geo is in the house. Geo, good evening to you, good sir, fellow Californian as well. I know some of you are no stranger to his channel. You can catch a lot of these the panelists here have been in his stream a couple of times at least. So yeah, be sure to check out Geo's stream. Friend of the channel, as well as some of these folks here. So those sections, if you want to check out their YouTube channels as well, friends of the channel section of my channel. All right, here we go. Let's get right into it. First release, like I said, there's 3 of them. We'll go up to the first one, and I kind of put them all in a particular order. There's a certain order of like relation. They're not necessarily when they release or when they're announced. So first up, starting with Ashe here from League of Legends. This is one of the ones that were released. This is the second figure from the League of Legends line. Strictly League of Legends that was released. 2 rounds, 2 released. The other one was Kaisa. I think that's how you pronounce her name. She was released sometime last year. And this is not including the Arcane figures, right? Because those haven't come out yet. The League of Legends Arcane. There's 2 of those that were announced, and those are still we're still awaiting those. So this is Ashe, 305 UST. She was announced last year, January 2024. A good amount of articulation, 30 points of articulation. I haven't seen any reviews on this yet. I'm sure those are coming soon. I saw like a preview of unboxings, but no full reviews that I've seen yet. So I'm sure those will be coming out pretty soon, probably by the time after the stream is over, or maybe the next day, or if you're watching this replay, it'll probably be there. But I pulled up the accessories here to kind of remind you of what she comes with. So 7 hands, a wired cape with fur, as well as the boots with the fur. But she has plenty of fur all over her costume here, in addition to the cape, the boots, her skirt piece, which was interesting. I'm not sure what the material is on that, but it is fur. Of course, she has her bow, being an archer. I'm not too familiar with her character from the game, but obviously she's an archer here. She has 2 short arrows, 2 long arrows, some effects, some bow effects. One huge one that comes with a base. They call it a winter base. And she looks great. Like I mentioned, I went over this figure when it was, I believe I went over this when it was announced. Went up for pre-order, and beautiful looking figure. I was on the fence. I still kind of am, even more so now, because we all mentioned before, we got to be selective with all this stuff coming out, man. Giving up this one to go for another one maybe. So she is still available, readily available at some places. So if you can find her outside of Sideshow, last I looked, she was still available. So she's up there. But beautiful figure. I love the colors. I like blue colored outfits or figures of blue theme. So definitely beautiful figure. Let me switch over to the blogger photos now here. And we'll go over some of these photos while I'll turn it over to you guys and go ahead and get your thoughts. So I'll turn it over to anyone who wants to give their thoughts on this. So go ahead. What do you guys think on this one while I go through the blogger photos?
Is anybody getting this? Because I'm not getting this one. If I'm getting anything from League of Legends, it's going to be the Arcane figures of Jinx or of Vi or anything else they probably make. But that show I haven't seen anything to do with this game. The actual League of Legends game. This looks more sedate kind of, art. I mean, I love what they did with the arcane, that stuff. That stuff reminds me so much of, Spider-Man across into the universe, or across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
It looks so much better, but in terms of something funky, but this is pretty, but I would have to wait till it was like almost like $150 before I would ever plunk down any money. I wouldn't certainly want to put down close to 300 for this.
Yeah. It's a really cool looking figure. I really like it, but I have no attachment to it. But maybe if I saw something else that might push me that way to buy it, but it's by itself, it actually looks almost something to buy. It looks fantastic, but we'll see.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I said, look, man, a lot of fur outline here. Like I said, on the cape here, on her, I guess if you want to call this a corset, here on the skirt piece, on the gauntlets. Yeah, there's much more than that. Here on the boots, of course, the boots with the fur, both above and below the shin here and the calf. Yeah, that looks awesome. Overall looks like a beautiful figure. Some of you may know I kind of have collected some like female warrior figures, mostly like samurai ninja related, some kind of like militaristic type. And so those kind of more appeal to me more. I mean, not to say again, this figure looks beautiful, but I think it's not the theme. Kind of like a fantasy theme figure or archer theme is not really enough to get me to pull the trigger. And you're right, especially like you mentioned, 305 USD before shipping and taxes. I don't know. Maybe down the line, if it's still, if someone's wants to part with it for a lower price, and maybe then. But yeah, for now, I think that's going to be a pass for me again, just because there's just other figures that I'd probably prefer over this one. Yeah. Anyone else got any thoughts on this? All right, let me address the chat here.
Blue, you're muted.
I am muted. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, it's not for me. I'm 100% in on the arcane stuff. That's really cool. You could really throw this into anything, really. If you have some sort of fantasy characters, just doesn't have to be all from whatever. But I wouldn't spend the retail on this at all. It's just it never appealed to me anyway.
I would say if there's a good sale on it, then I probably might pick it up then at that point.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think I'm in the same
like $100,
same camp there. Yeah.
Put some dollar value to it, $100 value. I mean, she's cute, but I'd be terrified of that bow and arrow, though. I mean, that bow, you're not going to bend it back. You're not going to. I don't know if you can bend those things back without snapping it in two.
Yeah.
I mean, they're showing you can use it. But how do you? I mean, did it come like that? How can the figure not pull it and break it? How do you keep it from staying in place? I don't know. I've never used a bow on a hot toy yet, so that's another something I have to look into.
Yeah, that's a good point. I did see that unboxing, the one that I mentioned earlier. They actually demoed it, and you can actually has like elasticity where it actually shoots like a rubber band type of thing. Like you can actually shoot it if you want. So which is kind of cool. Did Kate Bishop have that?
That picture right there. How do you keep it? How do you keep the bow from not flying out of her hand? I mean, the arrow flying from out of the bow.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Well, because if you look right here, the string's wrapped around her finger, I think. Yeah, right here. See?
Yeah.
So it's holding it in place. Okay. Yeah. But I was going to say, does Kate Bishop have that same, like her bow, do the kind of same feature? Does it? Oh, okay. Oh, awesome.
As well as Taskmaster and Hawkeye. So. Yep.
Oh, okay.
That base looks pretty good, though.
Right? Yeah.
The more I look at it, the more I want it.
Stare into her eyes. You get lost in her eyes there, Valkyrie.
The enablers.
Yeah.
I have both Hawkeye figures, and I think from Endgame, 2 different versions or something like that, and I haven't opened them yet. I got to get to that. I have so many figures I have to open. I have so many figures.
I don't doubt that.
Yeah.
Am I a collector, really? I have so many, and I have so many, muscle racks to build right now.
You have figures for your figures,
And I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for cool Dio bases, but her base, the ice on there looks like it belongs in a fish tank.
Oh,
yeah.
let's see. Oh, this one. Yeah, it kind of does. Yeah.
Yeah,
Let me see if
just
I can
like
get a picture of it.
you just throw them in there, and they, whatever. Yeah. I just got that.
Maybe she could be a Mr. Freeze character. Work for Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
maybe.
Well, this one, if you're not using it for League of Legends, would be a good one for, stand next to your Conan figures.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cool. When we get
The area.
Yeah. I see. Yeah, I'm guessing just based on like how this looks here, I'm guessing it might be kind of hollow, like that special Deadpool base.
Oh yeah, looks like
Yep.
it
I'm
is.
guessing it might be kind of hollow. Actually, I wonder if it's the same base. I didn't even think of that till now, just with the ice effects on it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Definitely a disappointing.
Wouldn't surprise. Yeah, wouldn't surprise me at all.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, let me see what the chat is saying here. We got Sin in the house. Thank you for coming back and joining us. Sin is saying, "What up, guys? What is up, Sin?" X-Man, just throwing this out there here. Is that, hey, if anyone's going to WonderCon on Friday and want to grab a brown suit Wolverine for me, that'd be great. From the Mondo booth, I wouldn't be mad about it. Just saying, yeah. That'd be great. Yeah. There you go. If anyone's out in a WonderCon and grab one of those brown suit Wolverines Mondos for X-Men, hit them up. Figurcraft, Philly Z in the house. Evening, gentlemen. Another great photographer. I'm sure you all are familiar with all of you in the community are familiar with him. But for those of you that are not, go check out his IG as well. He's doing some great stuff over there. He even has some like BTS behind the scenes stuff. I'll throw a link in the description below for his IG as well. Yeah, good stuff. He's doing good stuff over there. What up, Philly? Thanks for joining us, man. Another fellow Californian.
Hey Philly.
X-Men's saying Ashe looks cool, but that's a deep cut if you're not a League player. Yeah. This is one of the things that I mentioned when it was announced is that I think obviously there's kind of be that overlap there, that overlap of League of Legends fans and 1/6 scale collectors who would be into it. Then when this was announced, or even that other one, the Kaisa, I was thinking that because there's so many League of Legends players, like in the millions, I forgot how much I mentioned that in that stream, but I was thinking even if at least 1% of those bought this hot toy figures, and that would most likely you wouldn't have any issues selling out. But like I mentioned earlier, she's still readily available, so I guess I was wrong about that because I guess that's not always hold true. We're like the fan base there of a certain IP, that doesn't necessarily mean they want figures. So this could be an outlier. Maybe there's other factors. I don't know. But you would think of all even if 1 million of those League of Legends players, like out of those tens of millions, bought, the figure, it would have sold out a while ago, right? Because I'm guessing they only made maybe like a few thousand of these, maybe 10,000 or so. So, but yeah, I guess the demand wasn't as there as I thought. So, I don't know. Maybe over the next few days when people realize this is out, they're like, okay, I'll get it. But I don't know.
Well, do you think,
I don't know.
Does Hot Toys make a deal with that that game company, or they not just this one? I mean, they do all the League of Legends games. One if Hot Toys wants to do it, maybe it's more popular over there in Asia. I don't know, because that's their primary market, really, supposedly. Yeah. And I don't know. Yeah. If that's why they made this, because maybe they've already pre-sold it or something like that, and they're just dwindling, and they force it upon Sideshow. They have to get a batch. But if Sideshow hadn't sold out or put it on wait list by now, they didn't. They obviously overordered than what they would want this out by now. I think there's plenty of other things that sold out quickly on their thing, like Avatar and things like that. So.
Yeah, it is on waitlist on Sideshow. For sure there it's on waitlist. But like I was mentioning, it's still readily available at other places though outside of Sideshow. So I would think if the people in like Asian markets, let's say, or Asian markets, they wanted to pick this up or they're huge fans, they probably would have snagged it from here. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess that's not the case. Not sure what the demographic is on that one. But maybe it could be the price, like we were saying earlier, right? $305 for the figure. People just weren't seeing the value there. We all see value differently, so maybe that was a part of it. I'm not sure.
Well, I think the average price is between $270 and $305 now, unless it's really a hot thing. Like the craziest thing is that that sculpted Joker, the DX32, like that's 370, 380 bucks. That's crazy, you know. Why that's so high? I mean, you know, compared to other things. I mean, they're doing it because it's such a, you know, a hot character.
Yeah. X-Men here is also kind of theorizing. I wonder if she'll show up in the next league-related series. They showed the snowy areas. Yeah, maybe. I wonder if like that'll definitely boost popularity, right? Usually, what happens when like some figure makes either an appearance, a cameo, a debut, or whatever, like, or even related version of a character shows up, then people kind of end going back and looking for that specific figure. You know, that ends up hiking up the prices. So I don't know. Maybe, yeah.
She's gonna have a badass story, and we're all gonna be kicking ourselves that we didn't get this figure.
Yeah, you know, son of them. Yeah. The bow and arrow looks dope. I could use them for my Sub-Zero. Yeah, that's true. That would be, that would do like some sort of slide, the ice slide or whatever, shooting the ice on the ground. Yeah, that would be. With the arrows on, and then I was thinking about the Dio too, but yeah, that could work also. And then right as you guys were mentioning about, where we were talking about her possibly showing up in a later League show, I just thought of the colors, right? Because, you know, this would pop on a shelf if you have her representing blue, but I guess Jinx is also blue. Then you have Vi, would be more of like the hot pink, I guess, like, or what do you want, like magenta, or what color would you want to say for her? But if you had all of them on the shelf, that would be pretty sick display.
That would be pretty cool, actually. Yeah, right. I would. I'd be tempted to do that.
Yeah, with Kaisa thrown in there also. Yeah, actually, I mean, you have one of each color, right? Kaisa and Ashe kind of they seem like they kind of correspond to like Jinx and Vi there on the color wise. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, Phil Byrne also thinking that snow base would have been perfect for Mr. Freeze. Yep. Yeah, so that base at least has some reuses. So if people were planning on getting this, definitely have multiple uses for the base there. We got Mitchell Lawrence in the house. What's happening? He says, what is up, Mitchell Lawrence? Thanks for joining us and talking figures with us. Quite a variety of figures to talk about here. Let's see here. He's also saying, when is Hot Toys going to put that Jungle Hunter Predator up? Yeah, I'm not sure, man. But I think a lot of us are eagerly awaiting that as well, including me.
Yep.
All right. Let's see here. Make sure. And sorry, guys, if I miss any of your, if I can't get through all the comments, I do appreciate you interacting and discussing. But we do have a lot of figures to talk about, so I apologize if I didn't get through all of them. But I do appreciate you. Please continue that discussion going, and I'll pull up what I can. All right. Speaking of, anyone else got anything on this figure? All right. Going on to the next one here. We got Mr. Hobie Brown. We got Spider-Punk. Oh, man. This one I was waiting for. I was excited for this one. Some of you here on the panel know, like, I was kind of throwing this up in the chat when this was first announced. I was excited. I got I was on the hunt for the Marvel Legends one, because that one sold out like everywhere. It wasn't exclusive or anything. It was just sold out at all retailers when that first came out. And so, yeah, I had a hard time trying to find that, and I ended up getting like on a pseudo wait list from Entertainment Earth. I got a back order, and that ended up getting fulfilled. So I got it that way, just some time after it was released. So I was able to get that Marvel Legends figure. I got a custom head sculpt, Hobie Brown head sculpt to put on that. So and then when they saw this 1/6 scale from Hot Toys, I was like, oh damn, okay, I'm getting this one. So yeah, Hobie Brown. Spider-Punk from Across the Spider-Verse, $290 USD, announced September 2023. Also another figure with 30 points of articulation. You love to see it with the Spider-Man figure. There's the first of the Spider-Man we're going to be discussing here. Standing a little taller than normal, as you probably all have guessed, or probably would have thought, just based on even if you haven't seen the show, just kind of like how seeing how tall and lanky he is, but 12.8 inches, so closer to 13 inches or 33 centimeters, and that's not including the spikes on his head there. So he's going to be pretty tall, so just count for that in whatever display you're going to have him in. Again, as usual, pulling up the accessories here. Man, I just love the colors, the design. It's just like one of the reasons why I love this figure. It's just the personality that this character has. So yeah, 7 hands, a head sculpt with rolling eyes. Similar to the newer Miles that came out, and another figure that we're going to discuss here, which is cool to see an animated head sculpt, right, with rolling eyes. Let's see, I think I said 7 hands already. The a guitar with the adjustable strap and an effect piece. I'm sure some of you have seen the reviews already, but if not, there's an effect piece that the animated style that you can kind of clip on the back of the guitar, which is awesome. He has his 4 strings of webbing accessories in different shapes and lengths. Of course, the backdrop, and it says, I don't know if this was a typo. I was trying to look through in the photos, and we'll see if we can catch it here when we go through the blogger photos. But it says it has a pole with chains in addition to the backdrop. So I don't know if I misread, or I don't know if it was a typo from from Miles G, which we'll talk about here in a minute. But yeah, in addition to that, the special edition exclusive, Sideshow exclusive, if you were able to grab it, comes with this storage box, which with a lot of artwork and a dimensional travel device, and then a memo, like a piece of paper or a memo. That's what it says in the description here. But yeah, awesome looking figure. Definitely got this. The only thing, the minor gripe I have is kind of with the hair. I know there's some texture and it's animated, and I'm not talking about more of like how it's styled. It's just like, I guess the way it looks, it kind of looks like a little more on the plasticky side. But I mean, I guess you can say that about his face because it's animated. But then I went back and looked at some photos from the animation, and I think they just did the best they could, because in the animation, his art style himself in the movie was different from the others, and so it was kind of more of like you could tell it was like a really flat 2D shape, and so I think they did their best to kind of bring it in 3 dimensions. From what I recall, I haven't seen the movie in a minute, but I mean, it's a minor nitpick. That's not a deal breaker for me. I'm like, oh damn, okay, cancel my pre-order, please. Cancel this and take this off my my pre-order list. It still looks good, but yeah, overall, I definitely, like I mentioned, I have this on pre-order, waiting for this to come in, get my final invoice on this. Yeah, look at the strings on the guitar.
Version?
I did. Yep.
Did you get the? Yeah.
Yep.
Gotta get that
Got the
one.
exclusive from Sideshow. Yep. Yeah. Just again, if you guys know me, if you've seen my previous streams, I just love the art, and especially when I combine it with figures in a certain way. The colors, you guys know I love my colors, just colors that pop, and the artistic nature and style of this, and just everything about the asymmetry on it. Yeah, it's just awesome. It's just cool. So I'll stop there, and I'll turn it over to you guys as I go through these blogger photos. Anyone can go.
It looks amazing. It looks great. I was thinking about buying it, and I realized I had a whole bunch of other pre-orders I still had to pay off first.
Right? Yeah.
So we'll see.
You're
I'm like
supposed to pay them
hoping
off
to get
first?
through it and then buy it. We'll see.
Yeah. What was that, Moose?
You're supposed to pay off your pre-orders first? Oh, I didn't know. I just paid the bill when they sent me the bill. I just paid the
You didn't
bill.
get the memo?
Pay it. I didn't get the memo. No. Oh, I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so badass.
He is
yeah.
so wacky.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, that's how he was in the movie, right?
Now he reminds
You know
me of the Vi and the Jinx figure. They would all they could all be at one show from the Arcane show. Like it's Lord and Miller that they made them both. Made that show in the movie in the Across the Spider-Verse. Those guys. So that's why it looks so much alike.
You're talking about
I can't wait for this one.
Arcane?
Yeah, Arcane, Vi and Jinx, have the same kind of colors. It seems like, as far as I can tell, the same kind of art style.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think some parts of it. Yeah, some parts of it.
Yeah.
Of the animation they do, because that's one of the things I liked about the movie was just like the different art styles that they used in both of them, which is really cool. Yeah, and I see what you're saying. Yeah, some parts of the movie that had similar art style as Arcane.
I kicked myself. I didn't get that Miles from this movie, but I don't know. I slept on it. So, and now it's, who knows where that's going to go? Because I want to get that one too. Because I already had a Miles from the first movie. Do I need another Miles? How many Miles can you get? So that's a beautiful figure too. Yeah. And they're all beautiful figures. Like they're just too beautiful up to a point. But how many can you afford?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get to that in a second here, but Go ahead. Good blue.
Oh, sorry. I got this one on order. I got one more payment waiting on Sideshow. He was so cool in the movie. I had to, of course, when this figure was up for pre-order, I jumped on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fantastic. I want to get, if I can find another one, like even for retail or cheaper, I'd get another one. That way I can display both sculpts, that one and the Hobie.
Sure.
Yeah. Very cool.
I do that too. I'm thinking about maybe I'll just buy 2 of every one of them. Everything I get from now, I'll get 2.
You didn't already do that? I'm surprised you didn't already.
Yeah.
I haven't done that. Specifically, I haven't done that yet. I would do that if I had to hit a Powerball, but that ain't gonna happen more like.
Yeah.
Or even a good healthy scratch ticket. 2 of everything, and that would But I've been so lucky because over the course of the last few years, I've had some Hot Toys since 2012. Like my first Hot Toy was the MMS 117, Arnie from T2. And I got that wicked cheap, and it kind of spoiled me for years because I got it so cheap that I couldn't find anything as cheap. But eventually I started nitpicking and everything like that, finding other bargains, and I wouldn't pull the trigger unless I found a bargain, But I do recall seeing Superman, Christopher Reeve Superman, for like a couple of $100. I go, nah, it's over $200. I'm not paying for it. I already paid for $120. I guess I'll see what I can get it cheaper, And they all disappear, And I'm paying for it now up to a point, but so I'm still, looking to, increase my collection, full bore now because I've been finding stuff like wicked cheap, over the last couple of years. Like I found a Ripley for like MSRP, that second Ripley, the good Ripley, at least the better Ripley than the first Ripley they put out. I never would want that. The only thing I would want from that Ripley would be that, the power loader. But, so I've been finding bargains on figures, and I grab, once I find a bargain, I choke it and kill it, and I take it.
You go for it. Yeah, that's why you got so many.
Well,
anyone else got any? Yeah, you're the bargain hunter guy. Has anyone else got any other thoughts on Hobie Brown here before we go on to the other figures? No one knows excited except for me and Blue.
I'm getting it. Yeah.
I'm just waiting for it. I'm excited. Great character, great figure.
Okay.
Looking forward to see what this guy can do once it proposes and camera shots. So yeah, looking forward to this guy, 100%.
Yeah, and I saw the there was that effect here. Oh, let me see, what is he holding here? Oh, that's that box that he comes with, special edition box here.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And I was gonna show. Yeah. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, are most of you gonna display it with or without the mask?
Honestly, I think I'm gonna do with the mask. I just prefer like that mask. I don't know, just like again,
cool,
just like the spikes, right? Yeah, it just looks cool.
I'll probably go without, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think maybe if I just get stuck with the one and I'm not able to get another one, I would I'd alternate for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
They're both. I mean, both looks are fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'll alternate as well, but I think for the most part, I might do the mask with the spikes. I don't know. That just looks cool to me. But
I think I'll go on the waiting list for the early edition or the standard edition for this one. Maybe they'll can get a conversion. It's probably too late now.
Yeah.
Oh,
never know.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Speaking of, so yeah, it is sold out at most places, even outside of Sideshow. But there's a couple that I saw just before the stream. I was looking, and he's still available at a couple of places. Pop Culture, of course, is one of those. So if you want to, yeah. So if you want to get it, you can jump on it.
You got pennies over there, right?
I got 11,000 pennies at Pop Culture.
There you go.
Well, there you go. Yeah, that's all those pennies saved up.
There's a couple other places, or there's one other place I know for sure that still has them too. So.
Yeah. So there's still a couple out there. So if you guys those of you watching are considering it, and you're on the fence, and I would take a look at least at those. Take a look and see if those websites or those couple of places kind of if they're for you, and if you feel like that's a figure you want to grab, but. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know I do agree. There's the third. Well, sorry, I'm kind of like jumping all over the place here. the third Spider-Man movie, right? The Spider-Verse movie that's kind of been on a hiatus. It's been pushed back, I think, like 2 or 3 times already. So there's a potential he may be in there. I can't recall what happened to him in the second one. Again, it's been a minute, but I'm not sure he could show up along with the others. But the only thing with that is like we don't know when that's going to come out, right? Like I said, it's been pushed out already a few times, and so yeah, it's going to be a while. But so if you are looking for a Spider-Man, a Spider-Punk figure, yeah, this could be your opportunity here.
Oh yeah.
But here's that effect I was talking about here that plugs in. Again, I'm sure there's reviews out there that you can go and check out. There's one at least that I know of. But yeah, this cardboard paper effect plugs into the guitar. Yeah, that's just so cool.
Yeah,
so
guitar
awesome.
looks really cool.
Right? Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, man. Just like everything about this figure. Yeah. All the design stuff. You know what? I wonder if it would be cool. I think didn't the first Miles come like this, or maybe I'm thinking of another figure where it came with stickers that allowed you to put them on the backdrop or display however you wanted.
Oh yeah, there were little cardboard things that you could kind of slide into the backdrop. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember. I thought there was another figure that actually used stickers, but maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Oh.
But not sure. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
But, let me see here. Yeah, okay. Let me address the fellow chat here. Mitchell Lawrence says he looks cool. As a black Brit myself, it's cool to see a fellow black Brit who's a punk. Yeah, yeah, quote unquote punk. Are you gonna get this then, Mitchell Lawrence? Is this something that's coming your way, or is one of those like cool
Mitchell's
but
very British? I'm sure he wants this. This is a very British character. Yeah. So.
X-Men saying this makes me want to find Gwen in a drum kit. Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, another thing that I know a lot of people were saying is like we haven't got a Gwen from this yet. But again, yeah, to be fair, I know some people were saying that one of the differences is the shoes, right? But I thought also her isn't her hairstyle or her hair color different as well? Didn't she have like a different look with her?
Yeah, hair? I mean, yeah, her and Miles were were a little bit older and had a different look. So. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, they made the Miles. They could have done another Gwen. You know, she was a little bit different, and so I mean, they could have done it. But
yeah,
she was old too.
She's in the graveyard. She was in the graveyard, so who knows?
Yeah, yeah.
I did see something on Sideshow about like possible pre-order for Gwen, or Gwen, yeah, Spider-Gwen, yeah. So I did see that, and so I put myself on the list of like when it comes out, or at least for pre-order. I'll get be notified. So I'm looking forward to that.
Oh yeah, and I hope it'll probably be for the third one. They'll probably drop another Gwen for the third one. So
yeah,
we'll save it.
In addition to another Miles.
Yeah, hopefully the Pavita Prabarkar. Dude, that guy was awesome.
Yeah, it was another one that was really colorful, bright. And of course, Peter B. And a lot of people were mentioning Peter B. Where's he at?
Exactly. Yeah, it's been in 2 movies now and nothing.
Yeah. Hashtag Where's Peter B.
Yeah.
PB Parker.
Yeah.
I had to.
By now there'd be so many accessories. By now.
The first movie.
Yeah.
The Prowler from the first movie would be cool.
Yeah.
The Prowler.
Prowler. Yeah. Man, all those villains from that first movie would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, imagine the Kingpin, the giant Kingpin. How much?
That would be huge. Yeah.
I'm good with him just being maybe a cardboard. You know,
a backdrop. Yeah, that could work.
Yeah, that Kingpin looks like he's as big as a dewback.
Yeah. I mean, his shape. You wouldn't. I mean, it'd probably be better suited to be a cardboard backdrop, anyways. Just like how it was like almost like a box, anyways. So.
Yeah, and his head was like in the middle of his body, you know. So, yeah. That's all.
I know. Yeah, it would be a definite. They would have to do a customized body, you know. Like it's not really a body; it's more like a balloon, you know.
Yeah, and sure. he'd be like a power pose. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't move much, or so.
Who cares?
Yeah, for sure. Limited articulation. Yeah.
He'd be like foam. They can make a foam figure. In that shape, and give that people are looking. Where's the articulation? No articulation.
Yeah, power pose like Lou was saying. But ladies and gentlemen, special guest appearance Wasn't sure if he was going to make it tonight, but he has blessed us with his presence. Everyone, get your books out ready. He's taking us to school. We got El Professoro, Darth, Proffi in the house. What is up, Mario?
What's going on,
Welcome
fellas?
back.
Hey,
Mario.
hey, how you guys doing, man? Thanks for having me on tonight, man. And I don't know about blessing you with my presence. I'm just here, man. I'm just here hanging out, watching you, dude. So
Hey, it's a rare sighting, man. I know we haven't you've been out for a minute, so it's good to have you back.
yeah,
So,
no,
yeah.
thanks for having me. I appreciate it. What's going on, fellas? How's everyone doing?
Hey,
Good.
All
I'm
right,
good, man.
Proffi. Yeah, baby. Hey, hey, nephew.
What's up, Uncle Moose? What's
Hey,
going on?
nephew.
Hey, this is our first stream together, Mario. I'm glad
Yeah,
to be
right.
here with you.
I know, huh?
Yeah.
Almost, man. I've been seeing you on
I'm waiting
streams
for
lately,
the
man.
LWO invite. You know, I'm the Irish LWO. You know.
Oh, damn,
We'll
put him
get
on
you.
spot.
We'll
Put him
get
on
you.
spot.
I know, right? We'll get you on. Don't worry about it. We got you. Can you stay up that late? Can you hang with us?
Yeah. All
That's
right.
another
Yeah.
thing too, man. You usually crash out like towards the beginning of the show, man.
Mario, what are your thoughts on this Spider-Punk here? Or if you have any?
Oh, this is phenomenal. This is absolutely gorgeous, man. I love this particular design, man. I mean, it is so out there and so way over the top compared to the original one that was released for the original Spider-Man game. And I
Yeah.
just love the artistic freedom that they put into this, man. There's so much details. The head sculpt's on point. I mean, I heard you guys earlier as far as like which sculpt would you display it with. I mean, you can't go
Yeah.
wrong either way, to be honest.
That's true.
They're
Yeah.
both insanely great, man. And
Yep.
yeah, it's an awesome looking figure, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of, I was actually thinking about that earlier today, and I actually went back to take a look at the other Spider-Punk from the game, and I was like, damn, how cool would it be to have these two next to each other? The different universi next to each other, and
When the worlds
yeah, I
collide,
don't know.
right?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that would be
You
cool.
have a
So I'm
preference
still kinda-
between the two? I mean,
this one for sure, just because again, like you pointed out, the artistic nature, has more personality.
Big
Yeah,
time.
man, it's just definitely would go.
and
with
it's got
this
a
one.
head sculpt. Got the Hobie Brown head
Yeah,
sculpt. so that's
and
dope.
it's got a head sculpt. Yep.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah,
the other
there's
one
one
seems
gigantic
just
head
tame
sculpt.
in comparison.
Yeah.
That lanky the body and the long boots. I mean, this is an amazing looking figure, man. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say
other
one thing I
Hot
thought I was
Toys
gonna.
figures have that body?
So what?
Is
What
this
other
a
Hot Toys
custom
figures?
figure body? I mean, I'm looking at. Is this the same body as like a Jake? They use a basis, for like a Jake from Avatar,
Jake Sully.
or any of the Avatar figures. I mean, what can,
I don't think
Hot
so,
Toys
but-
wants to use something over again,
Now this looks like
Yeah.
newly developed body. I mean, just for
Yeah, I
the
was
one
gonna
up like
say.
this, the same thing they did with Miles. I mean, and again
Yeah.
with almost saying the other one, 2099.
SG?
Miles
There you
Team.
Oh, 29. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
So yeah, they're all stylized in their own way. So I'm sure they're like specially developed bodies.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, it could be a similar body to Jake, but I'm thinking, yeah, it's probably new, just like Proffi was saying, compared to the other ones. And then if they do, right? I mean, the only time I would think they would reuse it is if, again, that third movie comes out. But also, now that I'm thinking about it, or thinking out loud here, Marvel Legends, they came out with the standard, and they also came out with like a purplish hue edition, where I guess he was like in a different environment. I forget what scene in the movie, but maybe Hot Toys come out with another variant of him in like a different color tone, because he went through like the different palettes in the movie, right? Color palettes. So I mean, yeah, they could do something like that if they wanted to reuse it. Hot Toys not shy of doing stuff like that.
Ooh.
So that's
Put that out there, dude. You're gonna see it. Watch. It's gonna be like an exclusive everywhere.
Yeah, well, limited A. That's when it works, right? If they do those variants in limited edition,
Yep.
Sure.
a lot of people would buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Not
just like some of these
new
other ones here
figures
we're
they
talking
never made. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at those legs. How the legs pose, man. I mean, yeah, I really like this damn thing. Just the artistic thing of it, man. I'm really into it.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I was looking
Super cool.
I was looking at the ankles earlier, and I thought it looked like there wasn't a split cut boot, but it looks like in some of the photos it might be a flexible boot where like the articulation is inside the boot; it's just covering the whole ankle. So I think that's what's going on there, because there's some photos here where like his ankle is. Here's that exclusive accessory. Yeah, what was that, Proffi?
check your
Or like
ankles.
a softer boot around the
Everything-
ankle to allow articulation.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was that, Moose?
I said, if anything, the Deadpool figure told me is to always check your ankles first on your figure. Because
Yeah, check them ankles, folks.
I've had two Deadpools with two different broken ankles, and the second one, I'm taking apart. I'm setting up the Deadpool that I opened up, and then all of a sudden, because I had already had one that was broken with a broken ankle, and that just like fell off right away. But so I didn't bother checking. Then I finally pulled the plastic off the ankle, and it's cracked. It's broken. I had to send it back to Sideshow. Luckily, I could send it back to Sideshow.
Yeah, you
know,
got to
within the
take care.
time.
Hopefully they took care of you. I was
They
trying
did.
to
But yeah,
nice. Sideshow comes through with their customer service there. I was trying to make out what it says on this memo. I can't really, but I'm sure we'll see that pretty soon. Let me go. Sorry, I kind of blinked out there. Let me just chat here real quick. We got Big Rib in the house. What is up, Big Rib? What's up, fellas? He says, thanks for coming through, Big Rib. Hopefully you're having a good night, man. All right. I think that was it on this one. I'm trying to think. I was going to go back and see what else I missed on, but I think we covered it, man. Yeah, it just looks great. I can't wait for it to, looking forward to getting this, I should say. This looks awesome. So, yeah. Agree with everything you guys said. All right. Anyone got anything else on this before we go on to the next one?
Next, let's go.
Let's go. All right. Sticking with the Spider Universe, the Spider-Mans, we have Miles G. Morales here. Actually, let me go to this one here. Again, from the same movie. You know, they were pumping him out from this movie. So we got also 290 USD Across the Spider-Verse, also announced September 2023. Well articulated figure as well, 30 points of articulation. Another head sculpt, like I mentioned, with rolling eyes. Less hands though, so he only comes with 4 hands.
What's up with that?
So, what's that?
How are you gonna have a Miles Morales only come with 4 hands?
Less hands. Yeah, I'm not sure. I
His
was kind of confused by that too.
On the other one, on his robotic ones or something like that.
Yep. So he has.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, his gauntlets have. Let's see, where's it at? He also has the pair of LED lit gauntlets, right? Powered by USB with articulated fingers. Yep, like Blue was saying. His sneakers have a luminous reflective effect. I didn't realize that till I went back and looked at the description. So I don't know why it's just in his sneakers. I don't remember that in the movie, but maybe I just missed it. 2 spray cans.
You said the light, his eyes are powered by USB?
No, his gauntlets. The light, and he has a light in his gauntlets. Yeah, those are powered by USB.
The gloves, you mean? The gauntlets, his.
Yeah, the gauntlets.
Gloves,
yeah.
So how come they can power those by USB? They can't power an Iron Man.
Yeah.
Max.
Yep. Yep. Good
So
question.
that's the-
Good question.
Adam, that's the 3.0. Iron Man.
Yeah,
All the Iron
Exactly
Man
right.
done again on 3.0. You can buy them all again with a USB.
Yep.
He also comes with his gauntlet. Yeah, actually, we'll touch on that here in a couple of figures later here. Gauntlet claw with attacking effect, and of course, you got the backdrop. All of these characters or these figures from this movie come with their stylized backdrops. So this one, like I mentioned, has the pole with the chain diorama accessory, and we'll see some photos here, which is pretty cool actually. So I thought there was something similar for Spider-Punk, but I guess not. But yeah, this is another one that I pre-ordered. This one was awesome. Again, I know people mention this. He only made a short appearance in the movie, but yeah, this was still cool. Just the concept of him was cool. You know, a Prowler, Miles alternate universe, right, where he becomes a Prowler. Spoiler, sorry, I know this, but that movie's, you know, I'm sure most of you have seen it.
The third one should have been out by now, man. It's been
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a minute since this has been out. But cool concept. Again, I love the colors. The purple and the neon pinks, they just pop. Just the personality this one has as well. It's just pretty sick. Again, another with the head sculpt, gonna be tough to choose. You can't go wrong. Like Proffi was saying earlier, you can't go wrong with either one. You know, like both look badass. The special edition, I forgot to say, does come with an eye effect accessory that attaches to his mask. So that was with the Sideshow exclusive special edition for this one. But yeah, this is, like I said, coming home. I think I got all the figures from this line except 2099. That one I was like, I can do without. That wasn't really appeal to me that much. But I got Miles G, and Spider Punk, I think, and then that was 4 of them, right? And then 2099, those were the 4 that came from this line. Am I missing any of them?
Nope.
Yeah, I missed
Yeah, so I
mine.
got-
I'm on the
This was
first
cool.
line. Yeah.
Yeah, so I got all those except 2099. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this line, man. Another colorful line that's gonna pop here. But yeah,
Hey, you
$20.99.
can look at this, Jay. Jay, look at this one. Can you see it? I don't know if I catch
Yep.
it,
Enhance.
close enough.
enhancing. Oh yeah, you got your 2099. Nice. Oh, with your Superman's,
Superman.
the
Next to
colors.
Superman,
Yeah,
behind Superman.
I
Okay.
can see
I
it.
put them
yeah.
all in the colors.
Huh.
There you go. You like
Nice.
that? The colors are all together, I mean,
Yeah.
they're all,
Yeah, I see what you're going for,
conference
yeah.
of all the guys with red and blue. Anybody
Yeah.
in red and blue.
That works. Yeah, that works. That works. But anyone got
Well,
any
I'm not gonna
thoughts
keep it
on
like
Miles G here?
Looks
Or is
cool.
anyone getting
I'm gonna get it. It's already pre-ordered. There was that timed
Yeah.
exclusive I couldn't say no to. I think I did it on the last day. I gotta get those 2, and I'm so glad I did. And that'll be coming probably within a couple of months. I think they've already put the pictures up, their blogger photos, for this guy.
Yeah, you're looking at him.
It looks
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
Interesting figure, but yeah, not for me. I'm good.
as soon
Oh,
as
you're
the
good on this
blogger
one, really?
photos show up,
Yeah.
you should get the invoice. From Sideshow.
Yeah. Yeah, depending on
Okay.
where you pre-order it from.
I'm kind of about this one. No,
Same.
to be
Oh,
honest.
really?
I mean,
Wow.
Yeah, it's just I don't know what it is. I mean, I like the head sculpt. The head sculpt came out really damn good, and I love the rolling
Yeah.
eyes that they implemented in there. But to be honest, I didn't realize that this was the Stalker armor until recently. So that kind of surprised me a little bit. But still, man, I mean, there's just something about it that's just like it's a little underwhelming to me. I mean, it doesn't look bad. I mean,
Yeah.
it'll look great. It'll look really good with the entire set. On display on the shelf. But I don't know. I'm just not feeling this one.
Okay, no, that's fair. Yeah, and I guess Beam is in the. You said the same thing, right? You're in the same.
Yeah,
boat
the
as
story just
Proffi?
didn't do it for me right.
Gotcha.
There's just too much to buy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's always too much to buy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think
Or
he's
just-
going to be integral to the next movie as well. So by the
Right.
time that movie comes out, people are going to be probably wanting
that
this
movie.
figure, and
Yep.
so. And yeah, he's pre-ordered. I'm just waiting on that invoice. I still got to chase the 2099. I'm still debating whether or not to get the Miles, another Miles, because I have the one from the first one, and he's awesome. But yeah, I think the only one I'm going to chase after this is the 2099.
Gotcha.
I think this a lot of times Hot Toys gets criticism for they'll start a line and they don't finish it. If you saw that with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, right?
Yeah,
They tease
Eternals.
figures, they haven't delivered, and hence
Yeah,
you get
true.
some of those figures that they did release pretty cheap because people are like, screw this. Why am I going to
Yeah.
invest the money if you're not going to deliver
Yeah.
the rest of the figures?
Mm.
This is a case. The Across the Spider-Verse. I love the first movie. I love the second movie. I mean, it ended on a bit of a cliffhanger, but I was fine with that. I thought the next movie would be the next year. Obviously, it's 2 years ago now. It's been 2 years, and now we're looking at 3 years. It'll probably be out. That's fine. Take their time, get it right. This isn't for me in terms of the line. I might at some point get a Miles and a Spider-Gwen. I do want those figures at some point.
Yeah.
The rest of the line I don't necessarily need. Having said that, this is a line that they went all in, and I think if you're all in on this line, you're going to be very happy. It's kind of like I equate it to like the Ahsoka line. If you're into the Ahsoka line, Hot Toys has done a very good job, and I think they've done a very good job in this. And they didn't drop the ball on this. Yes, I understand there's a couple of figures that people still want, but it seems like they've created, other than Peter E. Parker, they've done like some of the essential ones here.
Yep.
I want a
Yeah, there's
Spider
just-
Ham. Give me a Spider Ham, because I need another Spider
Well,
Ham. The new
He,
movie.
he
Another
comes
one?
with Spider-Gwen, the first one. If you track
Yeah,
that,
I was gonna
mean,
say,
I
got
know.
Spider-Ham there.
I think I have 2, right? Didn't he come with 2 figures? There was like Spider-Gwen. Did he come with another one or no? Maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking.
He at least
something
comes
else.
with Spider-Gwen.
I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, I'm probably thinking of 12 scale then, because I have a few of them in 12 scale.
Hmm.
But
Yeah, but he was great.
yeah. Oh yeah. Also, Spider Noir, right? Was he in
Spider
Across the
Noir, yeah,
Spider-Verse?
dude.
I can't remember if he was in Or Spider-Verse.
One we need.
No, I don't think so. I don't think
okay.
he's in the movie. No.
But he is getting his own show.
He's on the rooftop, I believe, with up across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
He's on the rooftop with Spider-Gwen.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I forgot about that.
I've seen it twice.
But yeah, you're right.
So.
Yeah, like Blue mentioned, he's getting his own show, so maybe we could see a figure from that.
Mm-hmm.
The live action one. Was it live action or animated still?
Live action.
Live action. Yeah, okay, yeah.
It's animated or live action?
Live action, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
The animated or
Nick
live
Cage.
action?
Yeah.
Live action.
Yeah, live action, yeah. Anyone else? Anyone else get that?
I'd rather see animated.
Yeah, here they are. Here's the crew right here. Yep. Minus minus 29.9 for me, but this will be the and their bases too. Look like you can connect their bases here in the not they don't really interlock, but I mean the themes kind of go together.
Yeah,
Definitely don't light up.
Put them together. You can put them together, kind of like the a lot of the Marvel bases. You could put them like that. I wish there would have been more diorama-esque, or textured, to it, but it could have been designed better, in my opinion.
Yeah. What would they have done though? Like what type of theme? Like a rooftop theme, or what do you think? Textured in what way?
I don't know. Maybe more. It could have been rooftop or a little more graffiti for Miles. More of that, like the guitar, like the orange back thing for Spider-Punk's guitar. That could have been some, or like the bass, or something like that. A little more designed, specific to the character.
I got you. Yeah, actually, now that I say that,
news,
I think,
y'all, if anybody cares, there's a life-size Grogu that just dropped.
Oh damn!
Really?
Just in time for celebration.
Yeah. If we have time, we'll circle around back to that towards the end there. Boop, 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 boop. Breaking news. Yeah. I was gonna say here on this. One thing I forgot to mention, kind of what Adam was hinting at earlier. So the mask, I'm sure you've seen it in some photos. The mask is LED lit as well, but it just says power operated, so it doesn't specify USB or battery. And I forget. Usually, when it just says power operated, does that imply batteries, or is that
batteries?
Also?
Yeah,
batteries?
It'll say USB
right.
if it's usually. It'll say
right.
USB. Not always, but usually.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. But here, let me see here. Whoops.
In the legal fine print.
Yeah.
Easy not to interrupt your flow, but there was a drop.
Oh, there was a drop. Damn.
There's a
Wait,
drop?
That's not the life-size Grogu that Proffi was talking about?
Oh, did you? Okay. So, yeah, same thing.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I was like, damn, another one? Yeah.
Was it animated or live action?
Yeah.
Animated. Definitely animated.
The animated one, yeah. All right, let me address the chat real quick. Don't want to forget about the chat. Jazzy in the house. What is up, Jazzy? Thank you for coming through, bro. Hope you're doing well. Let's see you at John Twell as well. Yo, what is up, John? Let's see. John saying everyone can punch me in the face once for each overappreciated, not quite asked for Miles or Spider-Verse fig. Really? Yeah. I know, right? There's got so many not quite asked for Miles or Spider-Verse fig. Oh wait, so you're saying you don't want any of these? Say don't. Big Rib, appreciate you. Big Rib saying don't forget to that like, fellas. Yeah, I appreciate that, Big Rib. Appreciate you. Yeah, if you guys don't mind, if you get a chance, remember hit that like button, please. That would be much appreciated. Let's see. Yeah, Feel the Burn. Also, I want a Prowler from the first movie. Yeah, there's quite a few of them from the first movie that I'd want. Man, there's like a lot of good characters in that one that weren't just quick cameos like in Across the Spider-Verse. Just outside of that alone, a lot of good characters in the first one.
The Scorpion would have been cool.
Scorpion.
I'm surprised they never released a Peter B from that film.
Yeah, that's what we were saying earlier, right? Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Live action or anime? No, just kidding.
Yeah.
Hey, movie canon with the breaking news.
Boop, 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 boop. Oh, again, Grogu life-size hot toys announced. Yeah. Yeah.
Live action version.
Yeah, live action. X-Men Supreme saying Spider Noir wasn't there. Yeah, thanks for confirming as well. Yeah, still would have been awesome to get that Spider Noir, but we'll see if they do something for the live action. All right, anyone else got anything on Miles G here? If not, we'll go on to, you know what? Another Spider-Man figure.
Hey,
Yeah.
Let's go.
Here we go. Next one up. Walking from 1 mile to the next, we have Miles Morales, purple rain suit from Spider-Man 2, the movie, the game. Okay, not the movie, maybe just the game. From PS4, PS5 game here. Let's see here where we at. So this one, first of the announcements, right? We got first of the 4, first of the exclusives that we're going to discuss here in a little bit, and I'll bring that up why this is exclusive or what they're celebrating here. But this hasn't gone up for pre-order yet. But taking a look at the Secret Base Facebook post, it's about $242 USD with a conversion from Hong Kong dollars. And adding the, I added a 20% increase this time for the sideshow price, and that's going to be about $290, which is on par, right? For, comparing obviously to Spider-Punk and Miles G, those were $290 as well. So it seems like that seems reasonable. $290 for this one, limited to 1,500 in select markets. 100, I'm guessing 100 of those are going to be at this the new Powergate Hot Toys store, and then 300 across the other Hot Toys locations in China. Another well-articulated figure, 30. Spider-Man got to have that articulation, so it has it. You want it, you got it. 30 points of articulation there. 5 pairs of hands, 6 web effects, some effect accessories here that you see here that can be combined or split up, it looks like. You can split them into one big one that you see here, and then or split up and put one on each claw. It looks like he has some claws here, and your stand here, your basic, what we were just kind of talking about earlier, the figure stands. What is it, like the hexagon shape stands? Yeah, a bunch of web accessories, like I said. So this one, really, really cool looking. I was really debating on this one as well. Again, the purples and the green kind of matches with the previous Miles we were just looking at. My initial thought was, kind of have, if I were to get this, to kind of pair this with other Miles, because they're both inspired by the Prowler, right? The Prowler, kind of different versions of the Prowler suits that Miles would have acquired. So it's weird because this is granted Spider-Man 2 from the game, but I'm pretty sure the first time we see this is in the Miles Morales standalone game. Right, that came after, so there's Spider-Man 1, obviously the first game, then Miles Morales got his own game, and then Spider-Man 2 came out after that, and that suit just carried over. There's a lot of suits in the Spider-Man 2 game that carried over from both Miles Morales and the first game, and so this is, I'm pretty sure the first appearance was in the first Miles Morales standalone game that you get by unlocking like all the Prowler side quests. I think they're called like sound samples or something like that. You complete them all, then you do one mission, then you unlock this suit, which has different colors. In Spider-Man 2, there's different color tones you can select for this one, but here's just a standard purple and green. So yeah, all that being said, I was thinking about getting this just to pair it next to the Miles G to have those two different Prowler versions. But I think, again, like you guys were mentioning, like we've mentioned before in previous Hot Talks or previous other figure lowdowns, just a lot out there. So I think I'm going to pass on this one to probably get another figure that we're going to talk about here pretty soon. But yeah, still it looks cool. I like the way the color pops, stands out. But other than that, yeah, I think I'm going to pass on this one. And anyone else got any thoughts on this one, or is anyone else considering this?
No.
I'd say if you're getting this, you're going to party like it's 1999.
Yeah. Playing Purple Rain in the background. Yeah.
Why is it? Is this like some tribute to Prince, or is nothing to do with? I didn't play the game, so I have no idea. Why is it
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I can't recall off the top, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's called in the game. The Purple Rain suit.
Okay.
I could be mistaken.
That are more desired than this one. I mean, this is kind of like not it. In my opinion.
Yeah. I actually really like the colors, but I don't have much like attachment to it. So I mean, for me, it's a great looking figure, but sometimes you don't buy a figure just because it's a great looking figure.
Yeah, to to your point, Proffi, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. Like, yeah, because there's so many suits in the game. I don't know how Hot Toys chooses which ones to do. I don't know if it's just like personal staff preference. I don't know if they do like a vote or a poll there within like the Hot Toys employees. They're like, all right, I'll vote for which figure you would like to see, and maybe they've all voted for the ones that we've seen so far. I don't know. That's just my guess. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how they do it, or JC Hong has his preference, or Howard Chan. I don't know if they're big gamers and like, okay, let's do this one.
I'm curious to see how fast this will sell out, considering that it is limited. If it'll actually go, because I mean, I think the consensus is like I said, not too many are really feeling this thing. But again, because it's an exclusive, that's the obvious selling point right there. That in itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This could be a grail. I mean, think about it.
Could you imagine? Anything is possible.
There was a lot of buzz when this guy came, like when they teased him first at whatever con it was. But then he ended up in the graveyard. So I'm actually happy for anyone who wanted this suit and it's out of the graveyard. For sure. It's awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely not for me.
Yeah, do you remember how long ago this was shown or displayed?
Was it 2 years ago? I think it was one of those summer showcases.
Gotcha. Yeah, I remember people saying it was in the showcase, but I forgot to see it when it was first introduced, or when they first showed it. But yeah, I was just noticed here, zooming in on the material here. You can see all these little like circular shapes here on his suit. I just noticed that right there. Like, man, dang, the detail on that, and then all these little bumps on his this other material on his arms on this part of the suit. So there's a lot of textures going on here throughout the suit, which is awesome. I don't even know if that translates from the game. I didn't pay that too close attention.
So this is probably going to be like one of those what do you call it? Where you like line up and like queue up, try to get it. Then I guess.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I mentioned, they're gonna have 100 for sure at that Power Gate store. And again, 300 at the other store. So yeah, I think you're right. They're gonna have some of these ready to go. I mean, and these exclusives, right? They're usually, when they do go up for pre-order, they're usually they usually ship them out pretty soon after, not too long after.
Yeah. Especially
because this is most likely a repaint from previous. But I'm not sure which one. I haven't compared them all, but it's just another Spider-Man suit. I know people are like, damn, another Spider-Man, just like another Iron Man, which we're gonna be talking about here shortly. But yeah, this. So I kind of wanted to go into, for those of you who are kind of not sure or kind of curious what this Power Gate situation is. I was kind of confused by that too, and so I ended up looking it up because I thought it had to do with some sort of like Iron Man related thing. Because the first time I saw that, it was related to the Iron Man that we're going to talk about here in a minute. So I ended up looking it up, and yeah, what it is, like I mentioned, is another Hot Toys store that they're opening. It's called, well, it's their fifth one apparently, from what they're saying, but it's opening up in Kai Tak Mall. I think that's how you pronounce it. So Kai Tak is like a city, like a new. They're making a new development in that area there. And yeah, I don't think it's complete yet. But anyways, this new store is set to open on the 29th of March, and I think that's in China time. But this is one of a few exclusives that are going to be available in that store when it opens. And so let me show that here. I actually got found this digital render that's pretty cool. So this is what this area is going to look at, like that new development. So this is, what it I guess proposed to look like. This is a digital render. It's not complete yet. I think the stadium is there. So this is a big ass stadium here on the left. And this new Hot Toy store is supposed to open this mall right here on the right. This is like apparently like a mall. This is all like some big shopping area, sports complex, area that's putting Kai Tak on the map apparently. But yeah, so the Hot Toy store is going to be opening in this mall here, which I thought was pretty cool. Just like, kind of seeing what this is all about. I was like, damn, that's like going to be a people who are looking to spend some money are going to be there. Because that's looks like a go ahead.
I need them to open up at my local mall. There's some vacant space between the Home Goods and the Claire's Boutique.
Yeah,
next to this,
that Hot
next
Toys,
to the Spencer Gifts.
Yeah, yeah. Next to those businesses, other businesses in the mall.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they're calling it Powergate. I guess that's why the source called Powergate. That's where that Powergate is coming from. And so I mentioned that this is set to open March 29th. So I think these exclusives may go in, which is a Saturday. So I'm thinking these exclusives may go up sometime the following week, because I don't think they usually go up for pre-order on the weekends, right? Hot Toys or Sideshow doesn't put up exclusives on the weekends, or do they?
Not typically, no.
No? No, okay, yeah. Yeah. Okay,
I've only
so
seen
maybe
one figure ever go up on a Friday night. You know, Friday night or Saturday morning. That was like that first League of Legends figure that came out. You know, they put figures that, you know, they made the announcement. So, and I'm thinking it was like, seemed like, you know, maybe they don't care about it. You know, that's why they put it. They had to put it out. You know.
Yeah, so that could be maybe. Yeah, keep an eye out Friday night. Then that could be a thing too. Maybe Sideshow might put it up earlier, just before. Or, you know, obviously Chinatown, they're ahead of us. So if we think about like here in the States, that might coincide with that opening there. So yeah, you might be on something there, Moose. Maybe it might go up Friday night. Some of these exclusives here that all these exclusives we're going to talk about. But yeah, anyone got anything else on Purple Rain? Purple.
I know it goes for $390 if you wanted to get it overseas right now in the first batch. $390. So it's probably like $270 when they finally announce it, or $280.
Yeah, I was thinking $290. Like I was saying, it's converted from Hong Kong dollars is like $242, and then adding that 20% increase for Sideshow, it's about $290 USD. Is what am I? So somewhere around there. Yeah, like you were saying, it might be somewhere around there before shipping and taxes, of course. So, all right. Let me look at the chat here real quick. Don't want to forget about you guys. Let's see here. Sorry if I don't get through all of them. All the chats. I appreciate you guys keeping the chat active and sharing your thoughts and opinions there. And I'll try to get through what I can. Purple, X-Men saying purple lame. Purple lame. More like purple lame. Yeah. I can just hear him say that. Yeah. John's just clarifying, just lots of Spider-Verse figures. They just made a ton of them, plus Miles is just boring, too perfect or something. But I'm old, so it's not surprising it doesn't connect with me. No worries. It seems like there's some others who kind of in that same group, or just they weren't really feeling Miles, and so they're going to pass on that. So it's all good, John. It's all good. Definitely hear where you're coming from.
There's other figures in the graveyard that I would rather have, to be honest. Like the Mim Bam Stormtrooper.
Yep.
Like I was freaking awesome. He had the poncho, the Mim Bam. Yep. He was all dirty. He had a poncho. Dude, that thing was awesome. That would be better than. I mean, I'm happy for the people that want this. I hope the people that want them are able to get them. Nothing wrong with that. But since they're pulling from the graveyard, give us other stuff too from that section as well.
I have to go back and look. I don't think I remember seeing that M-Bam Stormtrooper.
Mim.
Not
from Solo. Mim Bam.
Mim
Bam.
Okay.
Mim Bam. Yep.
They were teasing Jar Jar last year. I'm still waiting for my Jar Jar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. That'd be cool.
I want Jar Jar.
Yep. Absolutely.
Let's see here. X-Men saying Catwoman Spidey. I guess for them, does it just look like more like a Catwoman? Oh, because the claws, maybe? That's where he's getting
maybe,
at.
Yeah.
Jose plus Jose G in the house. What is up, Jose plus Jose? Thanks for coming through. Ooh. My guy says, "Whoa, what an all-star panel!" Right? You're telling me. You are telling me. And thank you, panelists, for joining us. Appreciate you spending your time here on a school night. Let's see here, man. Let's see. How are we? Yeah, how are we still talking about this Spider-Man? Don't worry, we'll go on to another one. We're almost finished here. Yeah.
Sorry,
if you want to see that trooper, I just dropped in the private chat.
Oh, cool.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
Thank you. I was working on that.
We'll circle around back to that because I want to get through the rest of these figures. But thanks, Proffi, for dropping that in there. All right, here we go. Okay, going on to the next one. All right, some people have enough for the Spider-Man. Okay, going on to the next, going from Spider-Man to Iron Man. We have the fractal armor Iron Man Mark IV, based on Mark IV from Iron Man 2. Let's see where we're at. So again, another one, like I mentioned, exclusive to the Hot Toys Powergate store. So it's not up for pre-order yet, but this is announced. No pricing, but kind of similar to what I did for Purple Rain suit. So after converting to USD is about 345 USD with the 20% sideshow increase. You're looking at about 514 USD. So somewhere around that realm, which is, you know, kind of on par for Iron Man figures. I think that gold one was like $400 USD for that one. So this one's going to be a little more. You're going to have all the Iron Man articulation, typical articulation there, 30 points. This one limited to 3,000, so it's going to be more than that Purple Rain and this other exclusive figure we're going to talk about. So 3,000, it's Iron Man. They usually have a higher number when they are limited, just because, you know, I'm pretty sure Hot Toys knows that these sell. They do pretty well. They're going to have 500 for the Power Gate store, then 300 across the other Hot Toys stores. Let's see here. Yeah, so, you know, people were saying, like, again, another Iron Man. Like, damn, this Iron Man and Spider-Man. And, you know, we've said it before. You know, they do what sells, right? They make them. There has to be a reason why they're making them, or else they wouldn't. They would have stopped a while ago, right? So, I mean, they're selling. They're doing well for them. They're able to open up another store based on this Iron Man, Spider-Man money, right? And the Batman, you know, all those other properties that they're doing multiple figures. All the Vaders are selling. You know, they're doing pretty well, man. They're selling, so why stop? Can't stop, won't stop. They're going to keep selling them. They're going to be doing their thing. That gold Mark III Iron Man, like I just mentioned, you know, a lot of people were saying, like, who the hell wants that? But that ended up selling out, too. I think, Moose, you have that as well, right? That was limited to 3,000. And those sold out. The gold Iron Man.
Oh, yeah,
you got
I
recently?
got it right here. Yeah, I got it right here. Look at.
Yeah, there are people who want these. Nice. I mean, they're selling. So, I mean, yeah, they're not for everybody, but
I actually like it. Yeah,
they are for somebody.
I got an
Chinese.
Oscar award.
Right, in China, yeah.
They really love me. They really love me.
Yeah.
I want to thank the Academy.
Here we go. Congratulations, Moose. Yeah, you did it. Real collector here. Lifetime achievement goes to 12-inch Moosedream.
Thanks, Mom and Dad, for letting me buy it.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. So yeah, some of the accessories this comes with. Again, it hasn't been put up, so I was just kind of going off of the secret base post here, and that the sideshow or the Hot Toys post on Facebook, and then you can kind of see them here. Has an interchangeable, the typical Iron Man interchangeable parts, right? The shoulder pieces, the gauntlets with the missile coming out of it. I think some of the parts on the back of his calf, I think, are replaceable. Let's see here. So there's like some swap out pieces. 3 pairs of hands. I think, again, those are the typical hands where you have like the closed fists, the pair of hands with the movable fingers, and then the one with just like the open palm with the blaster type of pose, right? That with the LED light up on his hands. Let's see here where we at. It says also there's laser effect accessories, so I'm thinking it might be some lasers that come from his gauntlets, his forearms, but I don't see these here in the photo, but it did say it in the post, so I'm not sure what the deal with that is. LED display base. We've been seeing this display base here recently with a lot of the recent Iron Man figures. LED, and then I'm pretty sure that one's gonna be USB, because again, the ones recently were USB. The thing is, though, some people I've already kind of heard we're talking about, because on this particular figure they say newly developed, you know, LED effects for newly developed heads. What is it? Helmeted head, chest, arc reactor, and palms. And people were kind of already speculating that might be USB. But I don't know. I mean, like we've seen in previous posts here, like we were just discussing with the other. The Miles G, it clearly stated, you know, USB, and I kind of take more of the approach like where if it doesn't say it in the description, you know, I just kind of take it for it's not going to be included, because I don't want to assume that something's going to be included and be disappointed. So it didn't say specifically USB in the post at all, so I'm just going to kind of go in thinking that it doesn't have USB.
Just a base. The base is USB.
Just a base. Yeah, just a base. If anything, I would say more than likely, yeah, the base would be USB powered, but I wouldn't hold my breath for the rest of the Iron Man suit to have USB, because it would just kind of, they would have to. I don't think Hot Toys is at a point yet where they would include USB armor, USB powered armor yet for an exclusive Iron Man. So I don't know. I could be wrong. Like I said, they could surprise us. Maybe they're still trying to make it work, so that maybe that's why they didn't state that.
They did it with the Mark 1. I don't understand how they can do it with these newer ones, man.
Yeah, that's true, but that was only with the engine, right? Only that back engine, that wind motor thing was the only thing that was USB.
Lights up. Everything.
Oh, was it? With the arc reactor? Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. And a lot of people have brought that up as well. And you're right. Yeah, that one. I know for sure that was USB. I didn't remember the arc reactor also, but yeah, that's a good point. Then I don't know, maybe because that one was bulkier, and that one we had some time to kind of do some more R&D on that one, whereas these have been more reuse. But yeah, another thing I was going to touch on is this whole like fractal suit. I wasn't sure if they just did a little more.
Watch your mouth.
What, fractal?
Fractals.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if this was like new molds for these or what, but it seems like after reading on it, they were talking about, you know, using geometric cutting edge. Let me see here, combining geometric cutting craftsmanship with cable color light. So I don't know what that cable color light is referring to, but the cutting edge craftsmanship. Yeah, I'm not sure how they do this exactly. I'm thinking maybe they just get the pieces they already had, you know, the reuse that they usually do, and they kind of use some sort of machine just to cut off all the rounded parts to give it this fractal look, is what I'm thinking. I don't know. But I'll turn it to you guys. What are you guys' thoughts on this? And just what they're kind of, how they're describing this figure overall. What do you guys think?
I love this kind of stuff, man. I mean, the MCU Iron Man armor is so freaking cool, dude. And then Mark IV, I think it's like one of the least favorites. I mean, I really like it. And when they do niche stuff like this, I'm intrigued. You know, I mean, it doesn't mean I need to pick it up all the time, but I'm a fan when they do, you know, these kind of things. Now, I've seen people talk about like either it looks kind of like diamond cut or stained glass, and but then there's a bunch of other collectors that are also saying, oh, not another Iron Man, like you mentioned earlier. But I dig it, man. I mean, it's Mark IV.
Yeah, I dig it too, man.
Like you said, it's such a shame that it's not USB powered, though. I mean, we're in 2025, man. I mean, everybody's like, or not everybody, but there are some collectors that are out there modding their armored suits, you know, so they can USB power these things. I mean, you even got the fusion reactor kits or other kits as well that do the same thing. I don't know why Hot Toys can implement this shit.
Yeah. Was this the one where he was eating donuts in Iron Man 2?
Yeah,
okay.
on Iron Man 2,
okay. I like it. I've got enough Iron Mans, though. I'll find a place for it.
I wouldn't mind another Mark IV regular suit, but I also dig this fractal. It's pretty cool. It's very like that photo there. You get a close-up look at it, and if you have it in certain light, it's gonna really pop, and it looks pretty sweet to me.
Yeah, you know, like it says here, fractal armor designed with metallic iridescent finish, so it's gonna have like some nice iridescent paint to it. Yeah, I'm really digging this. Also, I'm with you guys. Like, this looks really cool. Again, the artistic nature of this. You know, look at the photos. It's hard to tell if this is an actual figure or just an actual like some sort of like render artwork or something. Just because it has that look, right? So you can have it somewhere and it look like, I can't tell if it's like a drawing, a painting, or an actual figure. And I really love that, man. I'm really digging that look. It's unique. If I had to choose between a standard Mark IV or this one, I think I would go for this one, honestly, just because how unique it is. That's me personally, but I know it's not everybody. But you know, I mean, you guys know me. I usually like the kind of like the unique style looking figures in general. Like I have I got the Comic Origins Stealth Iron Man. I didn't get the regular one. I got the Stealth one.
I got that one too.
Yeah, right. The blues.
That's
using
awesome.
The blues. Yeah, that one.
Great looking figure, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So just kind of like the different looks. Of course, I got to get some of the standard ones like the Mark II, the Mark III. I have those for sure. The Mark 85. But also some of these like other unique ones are really awesome. I'm really digging this one. I'll tell you the truth. I'm tempted on getting this, and this is kind of one where I mentioned earlier where like I passed on the Purple Rain suit and Ashe to probably get this one. This one looks really cool. Again, just the design, the artistic nature, how unique it is. But yeah, that's just me. I know, again, that's limited to 3,000, right? So it's like for those 3,000 people, maybe a little more, who are actually digging this. For everyone else, I'm sure it's going to be a pass for sure. But Anyone else got any thoughts on this?
I'm kind of hoping it's going to be one of those where people are like burned out from Iron Man, and it like sits around, and then you can like pounce on it without having to like go through the queue and hope you don't get skunked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've had those experiences where like I wanted something really bad, like the Wolverine brown suit. That was like my Wolverine, and I didn't get it. But eventually I did get it through like a wait list, thank God. But I'm hoping it's just one of those that it's like it just sits around like maybe a few hours later, and I'm like, and then you just pounce on it.
You know, I've seen a lot of collectors. I'm sorry, I've seen a lot of collectors actually get these limited figures and immediately post them up. You know, as soon as they come out, and they don't really go for that much, to be honest. You know, people get them in and like, oh, I really didn't want it, didn't fit my collection, or I just need to sell it, and it's just they really don't. They're really close to retail from what I've seen. So.
Oh yeah.
Well, what I've seen.
Have you looked at that the Gold Iron Man? I haven't looked to see what that was going for.
No, I haven't. I haven't seen if anyone's actually selling it yet. It's just for the ones that I've noticed. I mean, they don't seem to be going.
I see.
You have to look up a golden Iron Man. Golden.
Yeah, that would be the most recent.
Hey, I've got a golden Iron Man.
The Midas?
Yes, sir. Mark 7. Or Mark 21, excuse me.
Mark 21. Mark 21, yeah.
Love that's a beautiful.
But that's not die-cast. But that's not mostly die-cast. Is it,
it is die-cast.
Mario?
It is
die-cast. Is it all die-cast?
Yeah.
Yeah, they released
the first die-cast Iron Man. Do you recall?
The what?
The first die-cast Iron Man.
First die-cast Iron Man, I think, was an Iron Patriot.
Okay.
Original one.
Yeah. Like the Iron Man 3
Iron Man 3 one, yeah, way back when.
Okay, Iron Man 3, yeah.
You can get that golden Iron Man right now from a U.S. seller for $625.
Wow.
That's usually one for it was only 400 plus shipping. It was only 400 when you bought it. You ordered it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you keep it on the BSTs, I'm sure you'll find a better deal.
Yeah. Sure. I missed that. Adam, what did you say? How much was it going for? The Golden Iron Man, the Mark III?
$625.
Oh, the most recent one, not the Midas.
Yeah. No, the one that Moose has got there.
It was $625. Wow. So yeah, there you go. Went up its price. Yeah.
Ouch.
So
I mean,
yeah.
I'm looking. I want to get the red and chrome now because I skipped that one for some reason. The red and chrome came out, and like 5 seconds later, the black and gold came out. And I'll take the black and gold for sure. But I'm going to sit on the red chrome. But I think now I want that. Now I want all the Iron Man die-casts that are, for sure. I think.
I'm trying to find the Mark III 2.0, and it's very hard to find. I sold out. I missed it. So I don't know. At this point, I have Mark 85 battle damage, and I have Age of Ultron, and I think I'm just gonna wait until a Mark a 3.0 Iron Man comes out that's USB powered.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen.
I know it's coming.
Yep,
yeah.
Well.
I mean, to me, I know it's coming because we just saw with last week with Mr. Freeze. If they could do it for Mr. Freeze, it's coming for Iron Man.
Yeah. It's just a matter of time for sure.
Yeah, and that's what worries me a little bit, because the Mr. Freeze, he ain't gonna move very much. He doesn't have very great articulation. So being all lit up like that, the wires got to go through him, and he's not gonna move. And that's my concern with Iron Man. As soon as they USB all them lights and stuff like that, he's not gonna have very good articulation. I mean, I'm hoping it does. I'm hoping it doesn't affect anything, but that's just my concern when they all goes USB.
Yeah, no, you're right, and I think now that you say that, kind of going back to my what Proffi was saying about the Mark 1, and I was kind of thinking about that earlier, and I think with the Mark 1, if it was only the arc reactor on his chest that lit up in addition to the fan, those are kind of like the two lights. I'm trying to remember now, but to your point, Blue, like all these other Iron Man, there's more parts to light up, right? You got the helmet, the chest, the gauntlets, the lights on the calves. Where else? Like other parts on his chest. So there's a lot more points to light up, and I'm sure that's going to take a lot of R&D and trial and error to kind of get that to work, and also think about the longevity of those, right? Because if you implement the wires, then you're restricting articulation, like you're saying, the more chances of things getting pulled. If you make it more of like contact based or magnetic based, where you have some just points of like for the forearms, for instance, if you're like attaching it to the elbow and there's like a point of metal contacts there to conduct electricity from the upper arm to the lower arm, that's a point of failure right there over time. Who knows how long that's going to last if they were to go that route? Those how the durability and the another point of failure that could happen, and if they implement that throughout the rest of the body, that's just more points of failure on that figure. So yeah, it seems like it's going to be a lot of R&D if you want to keep that articulation, all that articulation. And it's going to be really tough to do, and it's going to definitely cost them some money there on that engineering. But
yeah, and like
so
the 46.
When I get it.
What's that?
I'm going to pose as Iron Man when I get it with my Swarovski crystal. I have an extensive Swarovski crystal collection.
Yeah, I see. Yeah. What were you going to say, Blue?
And like the Iron Man Mark 46, my brother and I were surprised at how many lights he has. He's got all the shit going up, lights going up his arms, his legs, his little lights on his body and stuff like that. And yeah, how I don't know, how they're going to do that and how articulation is going to go with that.
Yeah,
it's just connecting the every single one to one single port is what the difficult part's going to be.
Yeah,
right.
That's where the difficulty lies, and retaining articulation.
Yeah, you're talking about like on the Vaders or some of those Star Wars figures where you connect all the wires to like one little box.
I'm used to being my Iron Man right now, but the wires are out of the body.
Yeah.
They're not.
Yeah.
They're not inside.
Right, yeah.
So if they're gonna,
you have to do like some sort of socket connection with the joints.
Then they're gonna have to, and if they're trying to hide the wires, they're gonna have to connect it somehow. You won't be able to swap out arms. You won't be able to do that. You won't be able to do that. You won't be able to pop off the head. You won't be able to do any of that stuff because everything's going to be connected if they want it to be in one central port.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. To your point, as being Vader or the Jedi's, you can hide that to some extent. In their cloaks, their capes. You can hide that in their Jedi outfits. Iron Man, you can't really hide that.
Yeah. So some sacrifices are definitely gonna have to be made, right? And it's just, just based on discussion, I'm sure that like Hot Toys, the engineers there, are going through all these possibilities and how they best can do this. And if it ends up being USB somehow, we're gonna have to make some sacrifices somewhere, right? Either articulation, aesthetics. So as of now, it seems like batteries, as annoying as they are, it just makes it look cleaner, but they don't last a long time, and it's just annoying to put those in and take them out. So that's already a sacrifice there, right? That's the con to that. What's that?
I think they could probably add contacts in between the joints, so where the arms connect, where the legs connect, where the neck connects, they could probably do like some sort of socket connection right there to where there's contacts, and just have one outlet in the back or something like that where you can plug it in.
Yeah, no, yes,
I'm sure
that's a possibility.
Pricey as hell.
Yeah, that's what I was saying there. Like, it would increase the on cost, but then also like the longevity, right? How we gotta, I don't know if over time those connections come loose and the contact doesn't remain as doesn't remain intact all the time, and if how well that's gonna last. So I don't know. That's just another something. What's that?
Wear and tear. Yep.
Wear and tear. Thank you. Yeah, so it's just something.
Unconnected at one point.
Something they would have to consider. So there's just like a lot of factors that goes into that. So that's just I can only imagine what they're discussing and I'm sure they're working on it. They would have to, right? Because it's like you guys were saying, everything else going USB, so it would only make sense.
Yeah.
But
you'd hope so, yeah. But I mean, sometimes Hot Toys are just really lazy on their R&D, especially when it comes to this. Like, it brings me back to the Sideshow C-3PO. And you can, touch his head and his eyes light up and stuff like that. But with the Hot Toys one, you got to take off his face, put in the batteries, hit a button, put his face back on, and it's just like, something could have been better there, because he barely moves. I mean, they could have they could have ran a wire up to his head, you know, and just lit it up USB.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd even be cool with having some parts of it USB and others battery operated. I have a couple of 3.0 Optimus Primes, the DLX, and one of them, there's a War for Cybertron one that's based on the animated show, the Netflix animated show. I think it's Netflix, where you put the batteries in the head and the eyes light up, right? But once you put the head back in the body, that operates like we were saying with contacts, right? So once I think it's in the bottom of the head, so once that goes into the body, it makes contact with the chest, and his chest lights up as well. And so that would work in that sense, because the head is down, and so gravity would constantly be pulling it down. So I don't think there would be an issue there with contacts. At least I haven't had an issue yet. Granted, I haven't checked it in a while, but so that would make sense. But if it's on the arms or the legs, where I don't know if it would work the same. I guess it could if most of the weight is on the legs, but as far as the arms, I'm not sure. So I'm sure that was something that Hot Toys would have to probably consider in that aspect. So all that being said, if they did contacts from the head to the chest and had that USB, I'd be cool with that, and just have maybe like batteries in the arms and the legs. I think that would at least be a start. I would be okay with that. Right, that's just like making their way there. So a mixture of both. But I don't know. We'll see when this comes out what they're referring to with newly developed LED lit parts here. I was gonna say one thing. When I first saw this, I know some people were thinking stained glass window, but the first thing I thought of when I saw this was this movie here. This is a Scanner Darkly. The movie with Keanu Reeves, Woody Harrelson, Winona Ryder. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but
I saw this one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a minute since I've seen it, but I just remember the animations. It's just basically, it was filmed normally like with I think it was digital cameras, and they just rotoscoped over the actual film footage with animation. That's where you get this look. And so this is what I thought of when I saw this Iron Man. It looked like a rotoscope type of Iron Man.
Yeah,
which is cool.
Totally.
That's a good point there. Yes, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a pretty cool, interesting movie from what I remember. It's been a minute since I've seen it, but yeah, a great cast. Speaking of Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. is in this one as well, along with the Keanu Reeves. Yeah, so there's some A-listers in here in this movie. I need to go back and check it out, but yeah. So reading more up on it again, this Iron Man is a Powergate exclusive as well, like I mentioned, and. Some of you are kind of thinking like, well, why the hell they go with this fractal look, or what was the inspiration for this armor? So going to find out in the post, it says it. So that stadium I was mentioning in the stream earlier. So go and hear this stadium. Well, it turns out that they're saying that the design of that Iron Man echoes the exterior of this stadium. So I Googled this, and if you look at the exterior of the stadium, it has all these triangles on the outside of that main stadium, that sports stadium here. And there's even like a website that has like some video though, but apparently they can display messages like LED type of messages that go like rotate across, kind of similar to the dome in Vegas. On the outside of this stadium, I guess they can have displays on there as well. But yeah, the stadium is lined with these triangles on the exterior of it, and so they use that again because this is going to be in celebration of that new store opening in the same area where the stadium is. They just made that, they use that as an inspiration for this Iron Man, which I thought was kind of cool.
Nice. Yeah.
Hence the fractal. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to ask if, did they say when this will go up for pre-order? Like maybe Thursday this week maybe, or Friday?
They didn't say when it goes up specifically, but they did say the store opens, like I was saying, on March 29th. That Powergate store. And again, I think that's March 29th in China time, I believe.
I'd say next Monday.
What's that?
At the earliest. Next Monday at the earliest.
Yeah. Well, the 29th here in the States is Saturday.
Right.
So, but obviously in China time, if it was going off of China time, then that would be Friday. Yeah, that would be Friday for us. That's why I was saying, like, to what you were saying earlier, sometimes figures go up on Friday night. These could potentially go up Friday night if they're going off of China time, right? And so it's March 29th, and China would be Friday night for us. So,
well, this is going to be in the queue at 1:00 in the afternoon, Eastern time. that'll be a queue thing. So it's not going to be they're not going to put it up, overnight. They're going to put it up, in the afternoon. So there's only 3,000 of this. So you need to get into the queue. And that's why I've never seen a queue on a Saturday, because nobody works at Sideshow on Saturdays or Sundays.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I say Monday.
Yeah.
Monday or Friday.
Yeah.
Maybe Friday. If for some reason they can do it, they can do it on a Friday.
Yep.
I just hope I can get this one.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, I'm really tempted with this one too. So I think I might try to go for this one as well. Just because I'm a fan of this.
Yeah, I don't get too many offshoot suits from the films, but this one and the black and gold I really like. So.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
The
And plus you're a big
gold.
Iron Man fan, right? So
Yeah.
makes sense.
Actually, I had a funny story about the black and gold one. I was actually I had a job interview at 10 a.m. and I was like waiting for it to get called back, and I got called back for the interview, and just then I got the text saying it's up for pre-order, the black and gold. I'm like, I have to give that up.
Oh, dang.
No.
That sucks.
Did you at least get on the wait list?
I tried. I didn't even get a
No.
message.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Mm.
Well, if anyone knows anyone getting rid of a black and gold Iron Man, Valkyrie Magnus might be interested.
Yeah.
Black and gold one.
I ended up getting the job though, which is funny.
Oh,
Oh, there you go. That worked out. Nice. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's the one you were talking about earlier that we
Yeah.
had a discussion on. Oh, okay, nice. Well, yeah, that worked out.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. We have a few people saying good night. So sorry if I missed you all. That were had a dip, but appreciate you coming through. Hopefully, y'all had a good night, and hopefully you catch the replay. So yeah, I know it's getting late, so appreciate you guys coming through, saying as long as you can, and anyone that has to head out, no worries at all. Definitely
Yeah,
understand.
so I'm one of them, bro. So,
Are you okay?
Yeah.
All right.
I missed it a while ago. So, no, it's good to hang out with everybody tonight, man. I'll catch the rest of the replay later on. But thanks for having me on.
Hey,
and,
Mario, are you going to CaliCon?
I'm going to what?
CaliCon, the new one that's coming in June?
Not sure yet, to be honest.
TBD.
We'll see. TBD, exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to
It'll be
go to
last minute if I do.
AppCon in November, but I don't think I'm going to make CaliCon this year in Jay, so you know. I don't think I'm going to make the
Gotcha.
June show or the June
Yeah,
get
no
together.
worries. Yeah, there's a lot going on during those few months. Star Wars Celebration. I know there's that in San Diego Comic-Con as well, so I definitely understand. Yeah, but it'll be there. Yeah, we'll see how it works out.
Ooh.
But yeah,
All right,
it's still
guys.
going on as of now.
Good
All right,
streaming
Proffi,
you,
thanks again
Mario.
for coming through,
Cheers.
man. Anytime you're
Tomorrow.
able, come on.
Oh, yes.
Later, dude.
Take care, Mario.
Later.
Take care.
All right. Let's see here. So X-Men Supreme saying that's the thing, though. They're reactive. They're going to wait until Iron Man is no longer printing money, and then they'll have to find out, the hard way. To get off their butts. Yeah, it's usually what it takes, right? There's some motivation for them to change, right? They won't change until they need to, right? It's just yeah, exactly what you're saying. They're just more reactive, right? And so they'll just keep milking it like they have for this long until it just starts to dry up. That well starts to dry up. So, I mean, but it makes sense, right? For any business, you want to keep tapping into that well until it dries up, then you go on to the next. So, yeah, I agree with what you're saying there. That makes sense from a business standpoint. Yeah, Phil DeBurn's also heading out. Yeah, fading fast, heading to bed. But you guys have, let's see, but have you guys in the background night, y'all. All right, good night, Phil DeBurn. Appreciate
Hey,
you coming
Robert.
through again.
Yeah, good night, man.
Have a good night.
Night.
Let's see here. The talented Renz Tolentino House Mario has seen it. Are you talking about a Scanner Darkly, or what are you referring to? But Renz, thank you for coming through. Renzo, FYI, I was waiting for you to come on because I think that. Not gonna lie, I've been into Fortnite recently, and I saw one of the outfits, one of the skins there had that name Renzo, and I was like, oh damn. That's Renz. Renz's new nickname from now on. Renz. I'm gonna be calling you that, Renzo. But thank you for coming through.
Yeah, you've been playing Fortnite?
Let's see. What's that?
You've been playing Fortnite?
Yeah, man. My son got me hooked.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, see, right? Yeah, we can talk about that later. Yeah, man. I've been hooked on that one. Spent some hours on that game. X-Men saying next exclusive Iron Man will be modeled after the electronic billboards in Tokyo, the Tokyo Square Iron Man. Yeah, or the Madison Square Iron Man, maybe all colorful. That could be pretty cool. Or the Louvre Iron Man. I'm sure. Yeah, the possibilities are endless. Yep, taste the rainbow. Look at Ren saying, funny, I have a friend named Renzo. Well, it works out. I don't know. So does that mean that name's taken by him? Is that off limits now? So we don't confuse you with your friend. Let me know. Your call, though. Your call. Just let me know, Renzo. I won't use that if you prefer not to. All right. Anyone got any more thoughts on this Iron Man fractal armor, a.k.a. Kai Tak Sports Stadium Iron Man?
Good luck to us. $415 pre-order.
Yeah. Around there, yep.
Do I want them?
Yes. Nice. That's right. Yeah, you got that recently.
Yep.
Yeah, that's so it sounds like at least 3 of us are getting him. And Valkyrie, are you in? You said you're gonna try to get this one?
I'm gonna try to get it.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yep. Good luck to all of you also out there trying to get them. Again, it's 3,000. Oh, this is another thing I was going to touch on. We were talking about the gold Iron Man that went up recently. Yeah, I attempted to go for that, but I wasn't in a rush. I think I went like later in the day. I think I was keeping an eye on it. And at Beam, I think you were doing the same. And it seemed like it was pretty readily available for a few hours after it went up. So it didn't sell out quick, but I think it was later on in the day. But it did end up going waitlist. It wasn't, but there wasn't a rush to it. So I don't know. I could be wrong, but I'm thinking this one may be similar. But I think it will sell out, though. I think, just like the gold Iron Man, that will sell out. So I don't know how quickly this one will, but go ahead.
Has Sideshow ever had an exclusive that didn't sell out at least in a day?
The Gold R Batman,
Gold R Batman,
Gold R Batman.
The Batgirl, purple and gold, which I was surprised by.
Batgirl. Yeah.
Yep, that was
for
a while.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I have her. I like it. Yeah.
I'm waiting on mine to ship from Sideshow here pretty soon. I just made my final payment.
I can't get it. I need a Von Craig headstone. I need a Von Craig.
Yep.
Hopefully, eventually.
Yeah. Eventually, yep. What were you saying, Valkyrie?
I think it was a Chrome Cody didn't sell out. It took like 2 days to sell out or something like that for Chrome Cody.
You're right. Yeah,
actually,
the Chrome's
still available on Underground Figures too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Some of the Chrome one took a while. I think they eventually sold out on Sideshow, but I got both of those. Those I got because those look cool. And ladies and gentlemen, when one guest goes, another joins us. We have Mr. Supreme in the house, the one and only X-Man Supreme. What is up, Dave?
Hey, Dave.
All right.
Hey, what's going on?
For me, it's not a stream without Dave.
Yeah.
Better late than ever, Dave.
I think he had to come on here. Just he was just eager to give his thoughts on Tokyo Square Iron Man here.
Oh yeah, you know what I'd like to see from Iron Man?
Here we go.
So there's that mirrored guitar that Paul Stanley always has, the cracked mirrored guitar. I want to see him do that with Iron Man.
Cracked mirror guitar. I'm not familiar with that.
Oh yeah, it's an Ibanez, and it's just a mirrored top, and it's all cracked. So there's it's like a cracked mirror.
Okay.
Yeah. Do the 7 years bad luck Iron Man. Get that out of the way.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I see now. That does look. That would be pretty cool, actually. That's kind of similar to this design, wouldn't it be? Like the fractal.
Well, it would be more reflective, though.
Oh, I see. Like a shinier one.
Yeah.
Shiny.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, gotcha. I see what you're saying now. I guess it
was just some of it. There you go, Howard. There's an idea for you.
There you go. Yeah. Do you guys think that they'll do this with other suits as well? This fractal look?
Like a fractal Ironmonger?
Like a Mark, I don't know, Mark 7, Mark 42, Mark 85, Mark 50, whatever. Kind of like with the Neon Techs. They did different suits with the Neon Techs.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping before they do that, they give me another Mark 4 regular.
Yeah.
And another Mark 7, to be honest, like a legit Mark 7. Then I'll buy the fractal versions. I dig the aesthetic.
Yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of people are speculating that's coming pretty soon, this Mark IV, since we're getting this one, that we might get a, what would that be, a 3.0 or 2.0 for the Mark IV?
Like a 4.0, wouldn't it?
Yeah, 4. Yeah,
4.0.
probably 4 by now.
Okay, damn, that much? Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't realize there was that many. Yeah, I don't have any of them, just because I had.
I don't have a
wasn't my
proper Mark
preferred,
IV either.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
have
yeah,
Mark
there
IV. Yeah,
Damn.
the
I guess we'll
donut
cross that
one.
bridge when we come to it.
I lost out on. So yeah.
All right. Yeah, I think we talked about this one enough. But yeah, Fractal Iron Man, again, good luck to all those who are hoping to get this one. 3,000 of you out there. Okay, going on to the next one. Passing Marvel, finally. Going on to Star Wars. This is the next exclusive at that Powergate store. We have Mr. Erso himself, Galen Erso from Rogue One. Let's see where we at here. So this is the Japan exclusive edition, which I'll touch on here in a little bit. Limited, also limited to 1,500, similar to the Purple Rain suit. And it didn't, unless I missed it. I think I missed how many will be available at the Powergate store here, but it is overall limited 1,500. It's at select markets. Head sculpt with rolling eyes, 6 hands. A blaster rifle, Death Star plans disc, storage disc, and the Death Star hologram miniature. And I just realized I forgot to calculate the price on here, so I'll do that here while you guys are giving your thoughts. But yeah, again, another exclusive, Rogue One, like I mentioned. I know some people were kind of mentioning that this is the first time we've seen Galen Erso an exclusive. I think Adam, you kind of like went on your rant.
Yeah,
I think it was GeoStream. I think, right? Go ahead.
It was, and you know, I'm not going to rehash that whole that because a couple of you guys were on that stream or you watched it. But you know, I mean, first of all, figure I think looks awesome. I just saw it today. I don't know whose stream it was, but they showed some Instagram photos of.
Yeah, Hideo Kojima. Hideo Kojima has one,
yeah,
dude.
Yeah, and I thought the lighting was a little harsh, but I thought the figure looked awesome. So, you know, I am hopeful because it says Japan exclusive edition.
Right.
That there is like another variant that's going to come out to the rest of us that we're going to have a crack at. Because again, I don't have an issue like with the other exclusives that we just talked about, the Iron Man, the Spider-Man. If you get in the queue and you try to go in through Sideshow, you know, I've had pretty decent success in that, and I think, you know, generally someone has if you can't get in, then, you know, the relationships we have in the community, maybe someone can get it for you. You know, there's ways of getting it. But I mean, how many of us have the opportunity and the wherewithal to go to Japan for the celebration? You know, there might be a couple of us, but most people are not. And it's, you know, you're talking really, this is like a six. Let's say this is going to sell for $350. I'm just throwing a figure out there. It might be a little bit less, might be a little bit more. At retail, $350. It's really a $5,000 or $6,000 figure because, you know, you factor in if you went to Celebration, you bought the airfare, you bought the hotel, the tickets, the food, and you know, again, I've been to San Diego Comic-Con. I've gotten exclusives there, like, you know, a $10 action figure exclusive, you know, 1/12 scale figures or 6-inch figures. But I don't think you should, the first time you have a major character like this, who's very important to the franchise, that you should be introducing him as an exclusive. I think that's just a bad look. And I don't know if it's Hot Toys' fault. I almost, you know, since GeoStream on Sunday, I've actually been thinking maybe Lucasfilm and Disney pressured Hot Toys, hey, give us an exclusive for the show. That could be, and in which case, I wouldn't be surprised. Listen, it seems like everything lately Disney touches turns to crap. So that sounds like their boneheaded decision making. I don't know. It seems like they don't care about the fans. And to me, you're going to make, you know, as I said, I'll just conclude with this. You're making 1,500 people who go to a convention in Japan very happy, and maybe half the quarter of them are scalpers So you're making the scalpers happy, but you're ticking off the rest of the Hot Toys collectors who want a shot at this. Hopefully they'll make a version of this that Sideshow will get, and we'll be able to get our hands on it.
Yeah, and real quick correction. Yeah, now I realize now why I didn't get the price and or quantity for that Power Gate, because it's not going to be at Power Gate. I was just on a roll with the other ones from Power Gate. So yeah, like Adam mentioned, this is going to be a Star Wars Celebration exclusive, which is taking place in Japan for those that aren't aware. Hence the whole Japan exclusive edition. So yeah, correction on that. That was my mistake. Kind of went on autopilot there, but yeah. Anyone else got any thoughts on this?
I have a kind of a weird thought. So I'm actually a big James Bond fan, and so Mads Mikkelsen, for me, played one of the best James Bond villains ever. So I'm kind of hoping, since they got the license for, since Hot Toys got the license for James Bond, they use the same sculpt for the character of the Chief, and I'd be happy to have that.
Heck yeah,
like,
they do have that Bond license now, so maybe that's one thing we'll see later on.
So that'd be kind of cool if they do that. I'd be happy to get that figure.
That would be cool, yeah. So would you just hold out in hopes that would do that, or would you still try to get this and then just do a custom of that Bond villain?
You know what? Actually, I want them all.
Give me all the Mads.
Yep. Maybe because it's funny because I do have my Nick Fury standing next to Mace Windu.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not? Get your Samuel L. shelf.
Yes. So I have my Mads Mikkelsen shelf or something.
Yeah, this does look good. You know, I agree with everyone. The head sculpt is on point here in this prototype, at least. And I have heard people mention, in addition to what you were saying, Adam, others mentioning, you know, like the same sentiment that, you know, why is this exclusive for this character that hasn't been released yet? You know, kind of had me thinking, you know, has Hot Toys done this before, where they released characters that were only available as exclusives? And so, you know, of course, I went through, I did some Googling, did some research on my own, just because I wanted that. I was kind of curious myself. And so I put together some figures that I was able to find that were exclusive as standalones, and that they haven't done again. And I have them here. Here we go. Yeah. So in order-ish from like newest to oldest. So this one, I don't know. This one's kind of, I put it in here anyways, but this, depending on how you look at it, this Matrix, this Neo from the Matrix Resurrections, this, I don't know if you could see this as a John Wick head sculpt here. A different property, but obviously they're both Keanu, so I don't know if you want to see this as a Keanu variant or just based on the character itself. But this was a Toy Fair exclusive. This Ghost Rider here from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. This is the only time that I saw that we got this version of Ghost Rider. The other Ghost Rider from the movie has a different head sculpt, a different look. That was also a Toy Fair exclusive. The Batman Imposter here in the middle. On the top, I don't think we saw this head sculpt or this look again at all. At least on my quick research, that was a Hot Toys exclusive, and I didn't get it. I didn't have time to find out why it was exclusive, like what it was in celebration of. But I don't think we got that again. Bottom left, Maria Hill from what was that from?
Avengers.
Age of Ultron, I think it was. Was it Age of Ultron?
I don't think it was Avengers. The other one, the one after that. I think isn't that Winter Soldier? Isn't that from Winter Soldier?
Possibly. I can't recall. I forgot to write down what it was from. But that was also a toy. Was it? Okay.
Yep. Maria Hill. Yeah.
Yeah, Maria Hill. Toy Fair exclusive. What's that?
Was it Avengers?
I thought I saw. I could be wrong. I thought I saw Age of Ultron, but maybe I'm.
It may have been.
I'd like a Maria Hill figure.
Could have been Avengers. They need to redo a Maria Hill, damn it. Especially after.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that was the only time we saw that. Angelica from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh yeah.
It's from Age of Ultron.
Yeah. Is it? Okay, gotcha. Thanks, Adam, for covering Age of Ultron. Angelica on Stranger Tides, Pirates of the Caribbean. That was the only time we saw that figure. And then on the far right here, the Batman Demon and the Scarecrow from Batman Begins. So The Batman Demon, I don't recall seeing, but I noticed when I was doing the research that Scarecrow is on the coming soon list of Sideshow, and I think they teased it, right? They had it on display.
They did tease them, yeah. They had multiple versions, so they had a bunch of accessories with them too. So hopefully they'll do another one.
Yeah, so that's I don't know if technically you want to consider that one or not. That one's like kind of in the works, probably. It hasn't gone up yet for pre-order, but so that Scarecrow, if you want to count that or not, I'll leave that up to you. But yeah, so these are just some of them. I'm sure there's more. But what is the one thing, I don't know if you guys were listening to, like, what is the one thing most of these have in common? They're all Toy Fair exclusives, right? It seems like. But this Galen Erso, that's, exclusive to Star Wars Celebration. So I think, with that in mind and the fact that it says Japan exclusive edition, I think they are going to come out with another one. Like Adam was saying, they're going to come out with another variant, because outside of these exclusive Hot Toys figures, all the ones that they come out with, they have made some variants. Obviously, we have multiple Iron Man, Stormtroopers, the Captain America, the Stealth Cap, right? There was a few versions of those. So Boba Fett's, of course, we got a bunch of those. So yeah, I think again, this is just my thoughts, I don't know for sure, but I think we are going to have another version of Galen Erso that'll be more readily available. But it may be another exclusive if they do a different version. There's a chance it could be exclusive as well, because they did that with Spider-Man, right? They came out with that Avengers Campus version, and then the what was that other one? The
Mark 80.
What is it?
The Mark 80 Iron Man.
No, the other Spider-Man that was similar. There was the Avengers Campus ones, and there was the Spider-Man similar to that had the Churro, accessory.
Churro, yeah. And that's the only thing with this, though. He doesn't have an exclusive accessory, and that's what concerns me. That they aren't going to make another one, because he doesn't have an exclusive accessory. He himself is the exclusive, and he's only got a couple of hands and a couple of things going on there. So
you don't think any of these accessories here would be exclusive to just this figure, like this Death Star?
It could be, but they probably would have said that it is exclusive. They
would have had a band saying exclusive accessory.
Exclusive would have been under the accessory rather than.
Yeah, it would have said like the Churro, but
to your point, though, I think this whole figure is exclusive, right? Even including the accessories. So, like, if they were to do a variant, it would just not. I would think it would just not come with some of these accessories, kind of like with the stealth cap, right? When they did that exclusive, they added Thanos' gauntlet, and they branded it Endgame, right? As opposed to like the standard version type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah. There was the exclusive, and then there was a standard version. I don't remember.
No, there was no. It was just the one with the gauntlet. There was no separation between the two. It was the stealth suit was the exclusive with the gauntlet. It was just one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that would have been cool, because I would have loved another suit. But then they got the new one, and anyway. Then that also concerns me, that they're not going to make another one. I mean, they could make the one from the beginning where he's bearded and got on the farm or whatever, but I think it's bullshit that they're doing this for a figure they'd never made before. Like they could have easily given us a Star Wars figure that they've made before that is an alternate costume, or a stormtrooper, or a all white Vader, like the Dark Side event or whatever it was. They could have easily given us something like that. And if it is Disney going, give us an exclusive, and they chose this, and that would further my belief that Hot Toys, whoever is making the decisions, are just freaking idiots.
Yeah, I think to Blue's point, if they had a fractal stormtrooper, or a fractal Darth Vader, and that was exclusive to Japan Celebration, I'd be like, people would want it, and they would there would definitely be a demand, and they said 1,500. But I don't think there'd be the level of people so upset over that there are that it definitely seems like they are with this Galen Erso, because at the end of the day, there's I got 4 Darth Vaders. It's like how many? I can always take another Darth Vader, but I have a Darth Vader. I don't have a Galen Erso. None of us have Galen Ersos.
Yeah.
Yep.
So now we gotta hope and pray that either they're gonna make some of these available on Sideshow, or we're gonna get it at a decent price from a scalper, or ultimately that they do another version of it that we're all able to get.
Yeah.
Like
we're
gonna say.
Oh, sorry.
No, I was gonna say something really quick to Adam. The outfit that Galen Erso has, it almost gives me some Space 1999 vibes.
Yeah, it does. Or the outfit. It also looks a little bit like Kirk's outfit from Star Trek.
Yes, that one too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I'll just pretend like I do.
Space 1999.
Yeah.
Admiral Erso, right?
Yeah, Admiral. Yeah. What were you gonna say, Blue?
Oh, like Dave, hoping for a brown suit from WonderCon. I'm hoping somebody will give me in Japan. Somebody will bring me home the Galen Erso.
Yeah. Yes, so that's something that's not really clear, right? They just said 1,500, limited to 1,500, but I don't know if those are all going to be only exclusive to Star Wars Celebration, or if they're going to have some there and then put some up online. I'm not sure. That's not really clear to me. I didn't see anything that said otherwise, but yeah, I'm not sure.
And the other crazy thing about this is the second stream where I've talked about this figure, and both streams, we're all saying that we love the figure. The conversation is not about the figure. The conversation is like, why can't we get this thing?
Yeah.
And every stream I've watched where they've talked about this figure, it's the same conversation. Yeah, we love the figure. Why can't we get it?
Yeah. So you guys don't think they're gonna release another version? It sounds like you guys are pretty set that this is gonna be the only edition.
I mean, nobody knows what Hot Toys is going to do. Like I said, I just think they're freaking idiots. They could just do whatever, and we just gotta friggin' deal with it, I guess. Yeah, I'm hoping they do another one, but
what about for Andor? Do you think he'll make an appearance in Andor season 2?
Yes.
Ooh.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe that's
that'd be great.
Maybe that's why we haven't. That's what we're holding out for. They're doing this one for Rogue One because obviously Rogue One has been out for a while. That kind of goes without saying.
Sorry, but
I mean, why would they brand it Rogue One and bring it out at this time? So maybe they're just kind of prepping and getting this ready, and then they're rebranding it for Rogue One. But they're going to have the mass release for Andor if he does make an appearance. Again, that's just speculation. I don't know for sure, but maybe there's.
I better see an Andor from Andor before I see a Galen
first.
from Andor.
Yeah, that's like saying you better see an Aquaman from the Aquaman movie instead of Black Manta.
Right.
Yep.
Or Hawkeye.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, or Hawkeye.
Yeah. Dude,
instead of Kate Bishop. Yeah.
You know what actually is kind of interesting about this is like Mads Mikkelsen's brother plays Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Yep.
So if I could get this, I probably would display him next to Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Yeah, dude, that'd be cool.
Brothers together.
All working on the Death Star. Yep.
Yeah.
Military officers. Yeah, I know, right? Working on the Death Star.
Have them playing golf. Put the little hats on.
Space golf. Yeah.
Their own little holodeck there.
Yeah. Let me address the chat. It's been a minute since I addressed the chat. Sorry about that all. Didn't want to forget about you guys. We got, let's see, where are we at? Yomo in the house. Yo, Mo, what is up, Yomo? Yo, what's up, everyone? He says, everyone's saying what's up to each other. Appreciate you guys sticking through. Sin saying the sculpt is top tier. Yeah, man. I think we're all in agreement that the sculpt, this figure looks awesome overall. To what Adam was saying earlier, it's just the availability. Let's see here. What? We also got SpongeBob SquareBalls in the house joining us. Classy Thomas, thank you for coming through, good sir.
Hey,
always classy.
Thomas.
Hey guys, he says. And Sins is saying he thinks that this is it. That we're all going to get this version. Yeah, I hope not. I hope it is like a case of we're going to see another version. And this Japan exclusive edition is kind of hinting at that. But yeah, to what you guys were saying, there's no guarantee. We don't know for sure what Hot Toys is going to do. So good luck to all of you who are trying to get this. Hopefully they do put it online for some of you to at least grab. I'm personally passing on this one. I do agree it looks good, but I have no interest in a Galen Erso. Like I was saying in our chat, I wasn't fiending for a Galen. It's not a figure I would buy personally, but yeah, I know a lot of people were anticipating this figure, and yeah, here it is. Yeah, it is unfortunate that it's exclusive, right? I'm all for everyone getting a figure that they want, and they should be able to get it. And as a business, I know why they do it. And the question is always, how much do you do, and how do you determine that? And it always varies. We've kind of already seen it with the Iron Man. They're making 3,000, whereas this one and the Purple Rain, they're making 1,500. So obviously that was a decision there to be like, okay, well, I'm pretty sure we can sell more Iron Man than these other two figures, so we'll have a lower quantity with that and a higher quantity with the Iron Man. So, I'm sure that goes on with each figure. So I don't know what exactly is what the exact number is. So maybe they weren't too confident in selling more than the 1,500. I don't know. But yeah, good luck to all of you who are getting this up, either at Celebration or online. Anyone got any more thoughts on Galen Erso before we go on to our last figure of the night?
Actually, sorry. What do you call it? 10 o'clock's my deck to leave because I have to wake up at 4 a.m. again. But,
yeah, no worries. Yeah, that's right. And I just realized. I did.
Wait, Moose is
yeah. Did he leave? I don't know if he left and he dropped out or what. And I see him
Moose
now.
did the Irish goodbye. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. StreamYard dump. Oh, I just see right now it says StreamYard dump. Yeah, I just like it's kind of been quiet. I was like, what the heck? Where's Moose? Okay, yeah, no worries, Moose. I know you had to go too, but yeah, you and Valkyrie, appreciate you both for coming through. Anything you want to plug real quick, Valkyrie, before you head out?
I was about to say, thanks for having me on the show. It's always great streaming with you guys. It's always fun.
Yeah, man.
And also for letting me plug my Instagram. I had like a huge spike of like new people like joining, like subscribing to my show, which is really weird. But I was like, thanks for letting me do so.
Yeah, man.
Also, let's see here. I picked up Alita Battle Angel today and John Wick yesterday.
Ooh, nice.
And Daredevil last Friday. So just super happy.
Nice.
What Daredevil? Oh my god.
Yeah, I got it's a ketchup and mustard Daredevil.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mustard.
okay.
Yeah, I still want that Alita Battle Angel. That figure's
Yeah,
great.
I picked her up at what was it again? StockX.
Oh, StockX. That's right.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've heard some people have some
200.
success on that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow.
Nice.
The other thing I would probably
Congrats.
mention is don't put the. She comes with like an alternate outfit. Don't put it on because it's made out of like
Leather?
leather. It just fell apart
Yeah.
when I put it on. I was like, oops.
Oh no.
Dang.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
Leave her
It's not meant
naked.
to
All
wear
right.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. Bucket naked. Yeah.
Yep.
All
Damn.
right. Thanks a lot,
Well, congrats on
guys.
the pickups. But yeah, thanks a lot, Val.
Yeah,
We
man.
appreciate you spending
Night,
time with us. Have a
Wolverine.
good night. And yeah, I'll put link in the description to his IG for those of you who haven't checked out his IG yet. So yeah, have a good night, Valkyrie, and we'll catch you in
Thanks,
chats.
guys.
Yeah.
Good
Good
night.
Valkyrie.
Good night.
Later.
Later.
Bye.
See you later, brother.
All right,
I'm gonna
Moose,
go, Jay.
you as well. You got to head out as well.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm gonna head
Thank
out. I
you
just
for,
wanna
yeah,
let
saying
you
as
know,
long as
on
you-
Saturday.
Go for
On
it.
Saturday at noon Eastern time, I'll be on Figure in the Bubbles channel. Me, Michael will be talking the Moose and Me show, and Michael's show, and I think I'm the producer of the show,
yeah.
but I haven't got an official confirmation of that. But I'll be talking to you guys again. I appreciate the opportunity to come on here. I think it's fun always to talk about figures.
Yes, sir. Yeah, thanks again, Moose. I know it's like really late where you're at. Yeah,
I had trouble telling you I was leaving.
Yeah.
I had trouble telling you I was leaving through the backstage chat. Then it kicked me out while I was doing it.
Yeah, no worries.
So,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I was wondering. It got kind of quiet then. I was like, huh?
Nice seeing everybody.
All right, Moose. Have a good night,
Yeah,
man.
you too, man.
Have a good night,
Catch you in
Moose.
the chats.
Thanks,
Moose. Yeah. Later. All right. And then there were 5. All right, gentlemen. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. Did anyone else have anything to add on Galen Erso before we go on to the last figure of the night?
No.
Nope. All right. Going back to Marvel. I thought we were done with Marvel. We are not. We are not, fellow collectors. Here we go. Last one up. One that another one people were eagerly anticipating. We got Mr. Pool, Deadpool, the battling version from Deadpool, Wolverine, of course. Let's see here. So this one has not gone up for pre-order. Surprisingly, this one has not gone up yet. But again, secret base posts on Facebook converting from Hong Kong dollars. You get 269 USD, accounting for like a 20% sideshow increase. We're looking at around $322 USD, somewhere around there, right? So give or take $10. This one, they will have 300 units in the Kai Tech Powergate store, the Hot Toy store there, available apparently. So they have in the store. So those who are able to be there, they'll have some of those there, or you can probably buy from
They're
the
going to
Hong
have
Kong
those
resellers.
soon? They're going to have them that soon? They're ready now? Or within the next
Yeah, apparently, yeah. When that store opens, they're going to have 300 units available at that store.
Yeah.
At that Powergate
Kind of like
store.
what they did with the previous one, too. Yeah, they had some
exactly.
ready now and then
Yep.
the rest later.
Yeah,
But-
yeah, good point.
That means we'll probably get these by the summer.
Yeah,
Here.
probably. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, fingers crossed. It will be pretty soon this year for sure.
Because if these go on sale in the next week or so for pre-order, I
Yeah.
think it's a good chance Sideshow will get them by June, July, the
By
latest.
June. Yeah, if these
Yeah.
go up, if this goes up the same time that Purple Rain suit and the Fractal armor go up, because again they're all part of that Powergate store. They're gonna have some units there, so yeah, you might be seeing this pretty soon. Go up for pre-order. Let's see where we at. Oh, okay, so 3 head sculpts. So pretty much everything you see here is we got 3 head sculpts, 1 full mast, 1 half mast, and 1 unmasked with rolling eyes. The unmasked has the like I just said, it has the rolling eyes. 12 hands, so definitely no shortage of hands for Deadpool. 2 pistols, 2 katanas, and his baby knife. Can't forget about the baby knife. LED lit USB powered TVA base with a snow and a stick. So for some of you wanting a log, sorry you don't get a log, but you get a stick. And it looks like it is movable. So I was looking at that. You got part of a log there, so you got something. Yeah, this one, avocado head, testicle head, peach head, pizza head, whatever your preference in food choice is, he's got it.
Avocado
unmasked head here.
Avocado,
yeah. Weathering effects. There's some holes throughout the suit here, and of course they added some weathering throughout the body compared to the clean one. Unmasked head. I agree with everyone that this one is probably going to be the go-to here. I personally, of course I got the previous one, the special edition with the golden guns. Not James Bond related, but the special Dio base as well. And I ended up getting the bald Present Toys, the bald head sculpt to go with that. Yeah, the bald. So if I pull the trigger on this, I'll have an extra head sculpt there. Honestly, I went back and looked at that, and the prototype on the Present Toys one, it looks pretty good. It doesn't look as avocado-y. It looks more like burnt skin, like kind of I don't know how to describe it. It's just there's not really as many dimples in that one as there is in this one. Again, that's just
It
a
still
prototype.
looks really good.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. So like for example, it doesn't have like all these dents here like this one does on the Present Toys one, I should say. But so different looks, if you're going for like a different look on there. But they both look pretty good. And that one also, he has more of like a stern kind of neutral face, where here he obviously has like a smile. So you have different expressions too if you want options there.
And you could add like little staples and stuff, like if you're good at it, you could add little tufts of fur or hair or whatever. The summer belly.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah,
if you want to
customize
use
the
that one
ball.
to, Exactly. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Add your own hair to it. And of course, I forgot to mention he does come with the Wolverine skeleton here, the screen accurate Wolverine's bones and claws. The hands, he has some hands with the claws that are already attached to it, which are pretty cool. And then he just has like the forearm bones here, or the ones that go with his forearms. You kind of attach them over his arms, the Deadpool's arms there. So that was a pretty cool touch. And of course, you have the other bones that he kind of treats like nunchucks, nunchuck skills, bow claw skills. Yeah, this is really tempting, man. Like, yeah, I have one already. How many Deadpool do you need? I'll have X-Men answer that question. But yeah, this looks really cool. We all saw this coming because, you know, of course, most of us saw who were kind of been in touch with the 6 scale news. Saw that post Ryan Reynolds had with the unmasked head sculpt, right, for this one here. And so we kind of anticipated this coming. And here it is. He is here before us. Again, it hasn't gone up for pre-order yet, but it is coming pretty soon. I like how they have the hair on the on Wolverine's skull. It looks to be plastic here from here.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it looks
with the rest
bad, all blurred like that. But yeah,
yeah,
the top one does anyway.
Yeah, no, you're right. You go. Yeah,
that third-party set looks really good. So I don't know, like,
yeah,
it might look better.
The skeleton, you're saying?
We'll have to see. Yeah, it's all the same exact pieces.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'll go to turn to you, Dave. I'll go kick it off. Go ahead. What are your thoughts on this one? I'm pretty sure you're getting it, but anything you want to add to it? How many Deadpool?
Yeah, what did Wade say to Weasel at the first movie? We were talking about how many guns he needs. I need all the guns.
Yeah.
That's how this is. I need all the Deadpool.
That's just how it goes.
Yes, I'm getting them all. I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad that this has all of the same pieces that came with the, because I got the third party set for the claws and everything else, and I'm still happy that I have it, and now I have backup. But honestly, the claw set, it's a bit of a pain in the ass to put on because it's all one piece and it's very, very thin. It looks more screen accurate, I think, than what they're doing here. But the problem is that since it's so thin, and Deadpool, he has the grippy hands for his katanas, and those are the hands you have to use for it. You've got to work it between the fingers, and it's a process.
Oh,
like it's you don't want to try to force it because you could easily break the sinew part there. So it's a bit of a to do to make that happen. Then to slide it onto his arms and then plug it in.
Yeah.
So I like the functionality of this one.
Yeah.
I think that the forearm bits are too chunky. They're a bit too big, I think. But that's fine. That's not even a problem. It's still gonna look cool. I like that they have the claws attached to his hands. It's gonna make it a lot easier to mess around with and change stuff out. But I keep asking myself, because like I said, this is the exact same accessories that came in that set. And go to the picture where you have all of them in the accessory photo.
Yep.
Because there is that one bone. Okay, so if you zoom in on the bones, what is that weird friggin' spike bone? There's not a bone that looks like that. Nobody has a bone like that. Where did that bone come from?
Yeah,
what is that
did he break a bone?
No,
bone? That would make sense.
You can't. It's adamantium. You can't break it.
I was gonna say, I just thought myself, you're right. You can't. Did he use
breaking
anything
off
like
the
that
ribs,
in the
though.
movie?
Maybe it's.
But outside of that, yeah, but the ribs are
Yeah.
so much smaller than that, and they're all curved and stuff. It doesn't matter. It's still really cool. But this is awesome. This is great. I'm probably not gonna use the unmasked sculpt, but I still want it.
Good option there.
Yeah,
Definitely good option to have,
totally.
especially with
yeah.
the rolling eyes.
And I know that the doorway there it should be fully lit up, but I really like the gradient look of it, so I'm okay with that. I think it looks really cool. So I can live with that. But this thing is awesome. He's great. I'm gonna have to. I got 2 of the deluxe Wolverines because just the one little upper chest part being a little bit battle damaged. That's not enough. He needs to be all screwed up. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to weather my second one to match this guy, and that's gonna be. I'm scared, I don't
I'm scared.
do
Yeah,
stuff like that.
I'm scared.
Yeah, so I don't know if I'm gonna mess that all up probably, but I'm gonna try it out because I want him to be weathered up properly to go with this guy.
I'm sure you'll put I'll pour your heart and soul in that, and it'll come out good.
Oh yeah, good. I'll spend a whole year just micro,
yeah.
millimeters. Just a little bit of, just like
fine brushing. Yeah, taking your time.
Yeah. Just
with this movie
slowly.
playing in the background.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, of course.
I'm probably spend like a whole day. I'm just gonna have this movie just on repeat, and I'm just gonna maybe I'll go on like YouTube and find just like the battle scene and just have it loop, and just sit there painting it. Yeah, I'll have like all the reference material up on my laptop. Yeah, we'll make a whole day of it.
I was like, make a day of it.
Yeah.
That's a good point you made about that third party set and how it sounds like it's just tedious. Is that the one that was like $190 something like that, or over $100?
Yeah, it was like $190 for the deluxe set that has all of the stuff. And then there was like a little more expensive one where the little tufts of hair on the skull were rooted.
Oh,
yeah.
Which I didn't get that one. I was like, that's a little much. I don't need to do all that. But it would have been cool. But I'm like, I'm good with it the way that it is. And the skull is separate from the spine. You can attach it, or you can remove it. Although I haven't tried to remove it because it is pretty secure on there. I haven't I need to get like a hair dryer so I can heat stuff up. That's one thing that I have yet to do, which makes me a terrible collector. But yeah, I'll do that, and then I'll because I want to do like a whole like Shakespeare thing with Deadpool, and I want to get the skull there. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Shakespeare, that'd be cool to display. Speaking on that, I was kind of looking at the whole pricing thing just to kind of get an idea. So I mentioned I had the bald, and that was I think around like $40-$50, right? And then you add in the that third party Wolverine set, that was like around $190 for that deluxe set, right? That's already kind of like $140 for just those two things. And so if you're trying to kind of compare the prices there about getting, if you have the first Deadpool and you add those two items, kind of add-on sets, or you just buy this whole new figure, get a whole new body, and other accessories, it's kind of options there on which routes to take on how you want to price that or piece that together, do a la carte or just get it all at once here. That's a good point that you said about about putting the those third party set isn't made specifically for this figure, right? So it's just gonna have some things you have to watch out for and like how that fits.
Yeah, isn't that the craziest thing? Because those guys made the third party, the Present Toys, they made the John Cena head sculpt for Peacemaker, and it's like, okay, this is really cool, but it's not really made to fit the peg. Like, so why did you guys do it that way? Like, you made it for this figure. What are you doing? But But it looks really good, though. Set, it looks really good.
Yeah, it does.
They do a really good job with their head sculpts.
Hey,
for sure.
I just for while we're talking here, I looked on Toys Buying Agent, and this is going to be available to ship on March 29th from
really?
Hong Kong.
So they're probably going to be part of that group who buys it from that Powergate.
They're going to be the grandma group.
Yeah, the grandma group. Yeah. The grandma pools. Yep, they're gonna be there.
Want to do that?
Yep, I'm pretty sure you're gonna be paying for it too. Does it have a price?
$32.30 Hong Kong dollars. So that's $415 US.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll get it through Underground, and I'll pay like $10 over Sideshow retail. I'm fine waiting a couple of months.
I'll wait. Yeah, same. I'll wait.
Yeah.
Anyone else got any thoughts on this one? Or anyone else getting this? Planning on getting this for sure?
I'm probably getting this. I have Deadpool 1 Deadpool, and I have Deadpool and Wolverine Deadpool. I also have I have Kidpool on pre-order. I have both Wolverines on pre-order. In fact, Kidpool just went on waitlist this weekend. That's why I ended up ordering it. And same with the I think the Thirst Trap Wolverine either just went on waitlist or it's about to. And I just got a Lady Deadpool. So nice. I don't want to say I'm all in on this line because I'm not getting I'm not getting Blade or Elektra,
okay.
Gambit,
Human
those
Torch.
guys. Human Torch, no. But I'm getting, the kind of core, like if they came out with Peter Pool, I would get that.
Gotcha.
As an
They
example.
need to make Peter Pool.
They do.
Peter
So,
Pool.
Yeah, man.
To answer your first question, Jay, like, how many Deadpools do you need? I don't know. It's like how many Darth Vaders do you need? How many Spider-Mans do you need? I think if there's a movie that really speaks to you, to me, Deadpool and Wolverine was the best MCU since Endgame. I think, I really like No Way Home. I think that was a great film. I really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. But to me, Deadpool and Wolverine was just a fantastic film.
That was it for
and
me.
I enjoyed the first two films too, and I enjoyed the original X-Men films for the most part. So this kind of spoke to me, and I guess where I'm kind of on the fence here is like, do I need? I definitely want one with Ryan Reynolds' head sculpt, and do I want this? Or do I want the nice pull, or do I want both? And
Both.
Blue. I'm definitely leaning towards both because they're both kind of iconic characters in it, and I mean, just that picture you have right now with the Wolverine claws, or I think the most iconic scene in that film is that bye scene where he's just tearing up the TVA agents, and I think the base on this with the light up portal to the TVA is really cool because you can use it either with Deadpool, you can use it with Wolverine, or you can. I have the TVA agent Loki from the Loki show, and which
That's a good Loki.
He's got like that kind of. It's not cardboard, but I don't know what they like. Yellow.
Oh yeah,
plastic.
it's a clamshell plastic.
Clamshell,
Yeah.
Janky ass door,
It's
yeah.
kind of chintzy. So
Yep.
I could use that with this, and it would look awesome. It's a different
Oh, yeah.
option. So yeah, I'm probably getting both of these guys. I'm not.
See, this guy right here, he's now clone trooper status because of that movie. You can army build Deadpool now, and then you have like individual Deadpools that are like named Deadpools, like named clones, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And then you got your shinies. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I think that's a good example. Or to me, it's like I liken it to I have 4 Darth Vaders. Okay, don't at me. I have a Darth Vader with standing next to the Emperor, next to Krennic and Tarkin, so kind of like the leadership Vader. And then I have my Vader, the Return of the Jedi one that just came out, next to Return of the Jedi, Luke and the Emperor, because you got to have that scene. Then I have Empire Strikes Back Vader with Bespin Luke. I'm not your I am your father. And lastly, I have the Obi-Wan Kenobi Vader with Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I got the Mythos one on order because that's you have the Hayden Christensen head sculpt. So I don't know, I need them.
Yeah.
I'm not judging you. I got 6 Wolverines and 4 Batmen.
Yeah.
What's up?
You buy what you like, man. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's been steadily great since Endgame, personally. No, I'm just kidding.
He's like, no, not really. Yeah.
No. Yeah, man. I love everything. About this. Really. Finally, we get a head sculpt from Wade. I loved it if he would have had the tufts of hair on his head. That would have been great. But that's a great sculpt. The half sculpt is fantastic. It's just like anything they bring out of this, aside from one thing, it just brings me so much joy. The nice pool dude is so fantastic. It just brings me joy. And with the claws, this is why buy figures, because it's so fantastic. It's just and that door, I want like 3 of those freaking doors, man. I got the TVA Loki, have one with Deadpool, instead of those, the chintzy ass clamshell plastic things they gave us with the Lokis. But yeah, if they could just sell those like with the stormtroopers with the Death Star wall,
The backdrops,
dude,
yeah.
dude, just sell those. I'd buy a couple of them because it's awesome.
Yeah, because you can
And,
use those backdrops for anybody, right? I mean, it's TVA. They can go to anybody within the Marvel universe, technically.
Yep.
So you can pair them with anybody.
Loki, Sylvie, and yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna have that because the Wolverine comes with that TVA jacket, right?
Yeah.
The first thing I'm gonna do when that guy comes in, he's not ever gonna wear that shit. I'm gonna put that TVA jacket on my clean Deadpool, and I'm gonna have him hanging out with my TVA Loki. They're gonna be solving crimes throughout the timeline.
Nice, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
dude.
That'd be a good setup. Good storytelling through your photos. You guys, anyone else notice how I don't know what's going on here, but like these bones kind of arc towards the back and they just like go to nowhere? I mean, they just go around his back arc. What are they attached to? I think are they hanging off his sheaths or something?
No, they're just bendy.
They're just there.
So
Yeah.
It's a sturdy, bendy bit. So they're just
it's probably like a hinge or something. Just yeah.
Yeah, probably like a wire.
Yeah.
You think it's a wire or a hinge?
It's gotta be.
I'm trying to see.
Well, I don't know because.
Let me see if I can go back.
Yeah, it's probably a hinge.
Probably wire.
All right.
It's hard to. Sometimes it looks like it might be a hinge, but then
Yeah.
also you see how
that
like
middle-
that one.
The middle part might be the hinge part, and then
That could be.
But I could see the wire theory as well. Absolutely. It's tough
Bendy wire,
to tell. Yeah.
Yeah, it is tough because here like they have them straightened out, and it's just definitely even more hard to tell here in this photo. But
yeah.
Yeah, no, it's cool that it actually articulates it at all. Like however they do it, it's pretty cool to do that. But yeah, I don't
know
wonder
what's great about that half mask. That half mask doesn't look all battle damaged. So so you could easily put that. It looks like maybe with your clean Deadpool, and call it good.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, here like on the top.
Yeah, it doesn't look all messed up like the rest of the suit, which is good.
That's true. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
They were smart with this one. They're like, we're gonna put all the things that should have gone with the other one with this one, and we're gonna give this one all the things that should have gone with the other one, and now you're gonna want both. And
Yep, that was done on purpose.
Yeah.
I wanted both anyway, but you know, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I love that he's got the claw marks in his forearm there and his thigh, the Wolverine 3 Wolverine claws.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Let me see. Where's that at? Yeah. That's right. I think I had seen that. Like there were rips in his suit, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah, right here. Right. You're talking about like these here. Like like Wolverine stabbed him.
Yeah.
Yep, he's got those there, and then on the right there on his thigh.
Yeah.
Yep. And then on his forearm and stuff. Yeah, dude, it's.
I am so tempted to try and find those claw hands like parted out, so I can like cut them up and like actually stick them in there.
Oh, that'd be cool.
And recreate that. That'd be cool.
To see, if they have like those. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Or maybe have like a magnet. Well, I don't know. I guess maybe there would have to be a magnet in it. But I was gonna say like have the claws come out of the other side of his forearm somehow.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. That'd be cool.
That would be cool. Yeah. Yeah. There's so many possibilities, man, with this here. Just Deadpool in general. Like his character already himself, just like in the comics, lends himself to just putting him wherever you want. But then adding, the accessories and just that they have here already adds more to like the fun factor of this figure, man. It's just awesome. He just lends himself to like be a fun figure, as a fun character as well. But talking about what accessories came with what, for those that aren't familiar, I put this slide together, kind of show what came with the standard or the previous version and what comes with this battling one, because I know some people were kind of talking about which one would be better. Obviously, that comes down to your personal preference, or like X-Men mentioned, just get both. Right? If you can afford it, if you have the funds to get both, why not get both? But if you only want, if you still have, if you don't have any Deadpools, and you're looking to buy one, here's a good starting point. These are just the two Deadpools from Deadpool and Wolverine. So we got the previous version was more of the clean look. That's what we were referring to earlier when we talked about clean. This one does come with, this one's actually pretty good too, because it comes with baby pool with the harness that we didn't actually see utilized in the movie, head pool, dog pool, interchangeable eyes. Here you can see with different expressions. It also has katanas though, and let's see, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pairs of hands also. I think it's about the same on both, right? Yeah, they each have 6 pairs of hands. That's something I didn't actually like really closely compare if they have the same gestures. I would think they would. At first glance, it looks like they do have the same hands, but I'm not sure. I didn't do a. This is like off a quick initial impression. It looks like they do, but I don't know. I could be wrong on that one. The special edition of the standard, like I mentioned, does come with the golden guns here on the bottom left. I kind of threw those in there in addition to like a rock diorama theme base that was. It's hollow on the inside, right? So it's not really that like nothing really hefty, but it does look good. It's just not the best like quality wise, but I thought it was done really well as far as like look and paint. So this is all that you get with the standard, and then of course the battling, you get 3 head sculpts. So it seems like they just replaced the interchangeable eyes with the 3 head sculpts as your options. You get the same weapons as far as like the pistols. The pistols. I think you get the baby knife with both, and the katanas. With this new one, you get the Wolverine bone set, like I was mentioning, and this LED light up base powered by USB. And so, yeah, different accessories for both. Which ones you want to want more? It's at your preference. The dog pool does come with lady pool as well. So, if you can do without dog pool and you're already getting lady pool, maybe that's something for you to consider. But yeah, you definitely got options. And this is obviously not accounting for the previous Deadpools as well. If you want something a little more simple or prefer the look from those previous Deadpool movies, you got those also. So yeah, plenty of options of Deadpoos. Not a shortage of Deadpoos. But yeah, I think I might get the battling one as well. The more I talk about it and discuss it, I don't know. I'm still on the fence, but there's a lot here. Do it. There's definitely a lot to consider here on this one. Anyone else got any thoughts on any of these Deadpoos? Battling standard, Dusty, Lady, Kid, Dog, Head.
We need more.
I can go all day, baby. Panda. Yeah.
We need more. We need Samurai. We need friggin' Peter. We need Peter. Yeah. I want an official cowboy pool. I don't want the third party one. I want an official cowboy pool.
I'll take that one. That one looks great. It'd be nice. It'd be nice if it was Hot Toys, but I don't think Hot Toys is gonna make it. And if they do, then that one's not gonna get bought. You know what I mean? I'll go with the Hot Toys one.
Well, see, here's the thing: is like the last few third-party figures I've picked up. It's like I got cursed because I'm still waiting for that third party, friggin' Jinx. Well, Hot Toys already has one on pre-order now, so there's an NRD I'm gonna lose. Let's see, I got the Mr. Knight, and well, now finally Hot Toys got their ass and made a Mr. Knight. Okay, great. Well, guess I'm gonna have 2 of him. Friggin' the monkey arms Batman. It just doesn't stop. So I'm not characters like this that are likely to be made officially. I'm just not fucking doing it anymore. I'm just not doing it.
So you're you gotta do it for the cowboy one, so that way Hot Toys makes the cowboy one since it's cursed. So.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I'll do it for the. Maybe maybe the game needs me. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Take one for the team. Take one for the team.
You sold me. I'll do it. All right.
That's it. So you're thinking you were thinking initially you're going to hold out. They're thinking that Hot Toys may do one.
I want to. I mean, like, because he'll still be available. I might have to pay more for him later if they never make one, which that sucks. But it won't be that much more. If trends are to be believed. So, we'll see what happens. Because I got Old Man Logan way after the fact and didn't pay too terribly much for him. along with his little accessory kit, and he's great. And it might be
Yeah.
cool to have a cowboy Deadpool to go along with him. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Flashpoint makes good figures, so yeah, there's that.
I just wish it wasn't obviously the Deadpool 2 figure with a cowboy suit on, you know?
Yeah.
Like, because he looks so much different. Like, he doesn't look like that in the movie, and that bothers the hell out of me. So we'll see.
I see. Gotcha. I didn't even notice that, to be honest. I just saw like Cowboy Pool, and I was like, "Oh, that's Cowboy Pool." And so, yeah, I pre-ordered that one as well because I was looking for that one. But yeah, that's always a risk, right? Anytime these third parties do.
You know
it
what
first.
though? I could just take, I could just put Old Man Logan's duster and cowboy hat on him.
Oh yeah, if they fit with the
But then I won't be
cowboy
using
hat.
it for him.
Right. Yeah.
But also, I'm not using it for him anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Never mind.
Oh, you're not? Yeah, I have it on mine. That figure is awesome, man.
Yeah, that's a great figure. I have him with the bomber jacket.
Oh, do you? Okay, yeah. I have
Yeah.
one, I think with the coat and with Hulk, baby Hulk in the bag behind him. So cool, man. It's so awesome. So awesome. All right. Anyone got anything else on Deadpool? If not, gentlemen, we are good. Wow, we are under 3 hours on that one. That is awesome. I didn't think that was going to happen. I thought it was going to be over 3 hours. But yeah, I don't know. Let me address some of these chats here. Forgot to touch on these. Jose is also saying I would love a new Maria Hill figure. Yep, sound like there's some people who are kind of wanting that one, Maria Hill. Let's see, kind of like that one, and then there's Moose. Oh yeah, Moose saying he already pre-ordered overseas. I think he's referring to this Deadpool. He's part of the grandma group. He says, "Yeah, I'm in the grandma group." Collector
They did
Joey
Maria
in
Hill-
the house.
Hey, Joey.
What's that?
They did Maria Hill dirty in that secret invasion.
Oh yeah,
that
they
was
did,
bullshit.
man.
Yeah,
that was,
man.
It
Yeah.
was.
you know,
yeah, that was
Not-
like,
not
what the
right.
hell.
a terrible show.
Mm-hmm.
Collector Joey saying, "What if you get both but can't afford it? Then yeah, man, looks like there's some financial troubles coming your way.
Yeah.
You got both anyways. Yeah. Good luck to you on that one.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Act
coming
your
through, Joey.
wage.
Yeah,
Yep.
actual wage. Yeah, that's good. I haven't heard that one. I like that.
I stole
Gentleman.
it from Calvin.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
I can't claim that one.
Well, it was still pretty. It was the first time I heard it. But Calvin, yeah, good one then. Calvin, he's probably gonna go like, I got that from this person. All right, well, we got through it. I didn't have a Feces 20 lined up because honestly, I didn't think we were gonna
Fine.
have time for it because just with all the figures and just with the panel, I didn't think we were gonna do it. But
Oh, good. I'm
I don't know
getting
if you still,
sleepy.
yeah, okay, there you go. There you go. I was about to ask if you still wanted me to pull one up, but if not, no worries. All right, we'll go around the clock. Thank you all again for joining me, my
You're the
panelists and
first
those
ones
of you
to
in the
talk
chat.
about the Grogu. They could be the first ones to talk about the Grogu.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
hey, yeah,
you
let's
guys,
do that.
You guys want to jump on that real quick? Yeah, you'd like to.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
talk about that.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
a few minutes. Yeah.
He looks cool.
Okay, where that was up on? Did that go up
It's
on
so
Facebook?
weird.
It's on Facebook. Yep.
It's on Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook, Instagram.
Okay.
This one I may get.
Me.
I don't know.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right. Breaking news that we got earlier. Proffi and Beam mentioned it to us. So, Star Wars: The Mandalorian Grogu life size, boop, 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 just in. Let's see here. Where we at? Share screen.
Number 3.
Number 3. All right, here we go. Again, I haven't read anything. We just got this. I haven't read the description or what this is all like. This comes with what it tells, what it does. But yeah, here we go. This is the live action, not the animation Grogu. Life size, as it says here. So the Mandalorian. This would be the show, then, right? Not the movie,
Oh, it has to
Yeah.
be.
because that would be the because that would be the Mandalorian Grogu.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
in the description, which it sounds like it's be coming out in 2026, that get ready for Mandalorian
showing
and
it.
Grogu the movie. So this
Yeah.
is definitely to
Yeah, it does.
promote, but it's under the Mandalorian
Oh.
banner.
Well, he's got the little side satchel thing that they put him in
Yeah,
in that one episode. So they were carrying him in, on the thing.
I thought it was flipping us off in that other picture.
Yeah, this one here. The front.
That one, yeah.
There's like
crazy.
baby,
You get a-
baby
you get a
boys,
fucking-
and then fuck off.
You get a
Yeah.
bag in this one.
Add that quote to IG-12. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
No seams on the ears. That's good.
No seams on the ears. Yep. No movable mouse.
Yes. Nope.
Yeah, this time, yeah. No,
Yep.
nothing.
They learned
movable
from their
there.
mistakes.
They
Wait, what
did.
do you mean? What had to move out before?
At first, Hot Toys one, it was like a movable mouth.
It
first-
kept ripping, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
kept
yeah.
ripping under the chin. The first
Chin,
life-size
yeah.
Grogu. When you could
Oh,
open
really?
and close its mouth, and then it had swappable
Oh,
ears.
okay.
And the
Mhm.
seam line was like horrible for those ears.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I see. What was that one branded?
That was Mandalorian too. That was Mandalorian.
Mhm.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
So this is just like this would be like a 2.0 then, or?
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
you could call it a 2.0.
Yep, it would be, yeah. Because they did one and
Interesting.
Sideshow did one around the same time, and then.
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
This
he's
is
got
so
them.
It's the
cute.
sideshow one.
Oh, okay.
Sideshow
It's so
one?
cute.
This is sideshow,
Oh.
yeah.
Here we go. Enhancing.
Yeah, this is the sideshow life size one.
Nice.
So Sideshow did
That's
one and
cool.
Hot Toys did one.
Yes.
Oh, okay. A life size.
And then now
Adam
they're doing-
Savage did that whole video too about like making the sideshow Grogu articulated, and then Hot Toys made theirs, and yeah,
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, well, the sideshow one's basically like a statue. It doesn't.
yeah.
It,
Oh,
it
okay.
doesn't do anything.
Yeah. Just
It
the-
looks really awesome, but it doesn't do anything.
yeah.
I want to know where his damn pram is. The pram's in the graveyard. They took Grogu out the graveyard and they
Oh,
left
you
the
can keep
pram
the
there.
damn pram. That thing's huge.
Yeah,
I
dude,
want
that
a
thing's
pram, man.
enormous. Just
I
have it
set
in the
up the
middle of my
corner.
living room.
Great.
It's like
They
another.
had they
I
They
mean, I
teased that in
think
the,
this looks really awesome, but I don't know. After having this, I don't,
Right.
I don't know if I need that too.
Don't need another one. Yeah.
Mhm.
Get this guy and get Baby Groot.
Oh,
Baby
yeah,
Groot's
life
right
size.
there.
Yep, that one I
Baby
don't
Groot
have.
would be
Yep,
cool, yeah.
yeah, I have Baby
Yeah.
Groot. I love that figure.
I wonder what the
Yeah, here-
what the quality of the build on that bag is.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
let me see here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm reading the description now. So yeah, newly designed body with articulated arms and legs,
Okay.
white fabric hair, carefully tailored fabric robe, and a cross body bag that any Grogu's parent can use to travel with Grogu as a clan of two, everywhere without boundaries. Fun for the whole family. It doesn't say the last part. I just added that in there, but
My
yeah.
buddy and
So
me.
yeah, Kid Grogu, Kid Grogu, Kid Grogu. Yeah, I don't know what that material is. Just I guess some sort of like cotton maybe, 100% cotton maybe. I don't know. Machine washable,
Question.
permanent press.
I mean,
They just grabbed a
if
whole
you're
bunch
gonna-
of them from Timu.
If you're
Yeah.
a cosplayer, would you get this, or is this too expensive a thing to, be carrying with you for cosplaying? 'Cause
No, they'd
I
probably
wouldn't
get
want to carry it around with me.
I
like
wouldn't.
that.
I mean,
no.
Yeah, no.
Maybe
If,
get the other one.
Yeah.
Depends on if you
Get
trust
the
where you
first Hot
go.
Toy Grogu.
Depends on how
That's
comfortable
true,
you
yeah.
are where you go. Yeah.
Yeah, how
Yeah.
populated whatever con or event
Mhm.
you're going to. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think I would. I mean, yeah, I want on one end it is depending on how much it is. If it's going to be pretty pricey, it'd be kind of risky to take it. But on the other hand, I mean, like if it's meant to be like a prop replica, I think you'd want to show it off and add it to your cosplay.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I can see both sides to it too, right? It's like you'd want to you paid that much money for it, you kind of want to like show it off and you actually use it. But yeah, I don't know. I guess yeah, to each their own there and how they want to.
I'll put them on the back of my motorcycle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sideshow still has theirs. That
if
one
you're
was
gonna be a
380.
cosplayer, you probably use this one. This is like I think it's like a Hasbro one.
Oh
or
yeah,
something
that
like
one would work fine.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a little funky looking, but he would work.
Yeah. That's
Is
kind
that
of
the one
like what the
that
Hot
talks?
Toys look like.
What are you
Only
talking
that's
about?
painted. What is it?
Is that the one that has sound?
No.
No. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I bought one that I forgot who
Not this
made
one.
it, but I got it at Walmart. I think it was Walmart. Because there was like two versions. They came out one that didn't make noise, but then I think they came out with another one afterwards that comes with the tote or the body bag there. And that one, like you squeeze his hand and he has like different sound effects from the show. It's actually pretty cute. I have it in my living room. I just leave it there, and every now and then I'll just like squeeze his hand and he makes noises. But that's about like life size, and you can put him in like the bag and take it around with you. And it was, obviously it's at Walmart, so it wasn't that expensive. So I think I got for that one.
I got this. I think it was either Walmart or Target. But it doesn't make sound. I got one, and I got one for my daughter.
Oh, okay. So I wonder if that was the first one of the version that I got. The initial one. It's a cross-body bag size to fit Grogu life-size collectible figure. They call it a figure.
And your MacBook.
And your MacBook.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
And your Lunchables.
Depends on the durability of the bag.
Pad and everything.
Your sketch pad, yep.
A couple juice boxes.
Yep.
There's your dark saber in there.
Yeah, your dark sable, yep.
iPhone charger.
Battery pack.
Yeah,
and your bottle of plantation pineapple rum.
Yeah, don't leave home with that. Yeah, your blue milk.
Yep.
Not too much.
I wasn't paying attention. Big Ribs comment. Bag is made of real dewback.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
They're vegan.
Genuine dewback hide. Yeah.
The Jedi are vegan.
Getting both. He's talking about Big Rib. I was just looking at Big Rib's coming here. Getting both Deadpools, but we'll be selling off Wolverine accessories and Baby Pool and Head Pool and clean version. Yeah, that's another thing we didn't touch on, right? Parting out some of those accessories that you don't want.
Oh yeah.
I want more of those TVA doors. If anybody's parting
yeah,
those out.
Yeah.
Sell me a TVA. Yeah, me too. Give me the TVA door. Those are dope.
Yeah, and it depends on how many other people are doing that, right? If a lot of people are doing that, then it kind of might be a little harder to sell, or you might have to sell it for really cheap.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't care about that, then you just want to get rid of it, then at least you'll get something for it.
Mm-hmm.
But on this, there's not really too much on this Grogu life size. I mean, it's just pretty straightforward, right? It's just the Grogu in the bag, and it is all. It did say there's some articulation there on the legs and the arms, but other than that, that's pretty much it.
Hey, you don't see the feet at all, do you?
They show one picture.
Yeah, right here in the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. There's a little foot. All right.
Funny.
He's got a little stand too. Looks like they showed one of the photos.
Oh, does he? Let me see. Did I miss that?
It's like a little plastic stand.
Oh yeah, I think the last one had that too, didn't it?
And another pic? Did I miss it, or did you see it in a picture?
Yeah.
In one of these photos?
Saw it somewhere.
I'll keep going. There's his foot right there again too. Yeah, feet sticking out.
Oh, but you gotta have them in the bag though.
Yeah, it's like the whole thing. And he's sending here. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Just wanted.
It makes me want to watch the show to see how weathered that bag actually is in the show, and like the bottom of his jacket there or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah,
because Hot Toys kind of sucks at weathering.
Yeah, there's got to be a battle damaged version.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Battling version.
Version. with a dent on top of his head from where that speeder bike trooper bonked him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and with the chainmail shirt that Dinjar made for him.
Hey, he's a chainmail shirt. Gotta have that.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
Look at these eyes, though. I just noticed this too. Look at these eyes are pretty well done. Damn, those look pretty good.
Yeah.
I think so. They look pretty good.
Yeah.
There.
Actually, my second my life-size sideshow Grogu was the second. Obviously, not technically a Hot Toys; it's a sideshow exclusive. But it was like the second thing I got after my first Hot Toy was Mandalorian Luke, and so that was the second thing I got.
Nice.
I was looking between the Hot Toys one and sideshow, and again, that was a point. Probably like a lot of you guys or a lot of people when they first started getting Hot Toys, like is Hot Toys sideshow? What? I'm still still getting educated, and but I guess what I liked that one as opposed to the Hot Toys at the time. The Hot Toys one hadn't sold out yet. Is that just that mouth drooping, and then I didn't like that, and that's why I ended up getting the sideshow one. But
it's a great feature, but they executed it poorly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't mind. It just didn't. I could tell then it wasn't staying up.
You're saying that was your first? Your second 1/6 scale figure, or
Yeah.
Hot Toys figure?
Well, kind of like Hot Toys, 1/6 scale was the life size Grogu.
Or I guess life size.
It's 1-to-1 technically, but yeah.
Yeah, right. I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. I got the at the Boston Comic Con. I got
okay.
the Mandalorian Luke Skywalker. Then the first thing I ordered from Sideshow was life size Grogu. And then
okay, gotcha.
I ordered that, and I ordered the Iron Man Mark 85 at the same time.
Oh damn! Nice. You just jumped in.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is interesting. I wonder what prompted them to do that. I guess again, like kind of similar to Iron Man or Spider-Man. Maybe they just figured, because they've obviously made so many Grogus, they probably think they're just going to sell as well. But I don't know. Like I guess they feel like they just wanted to give it another go and do another Grogu.
Well, celebration right around the corner. That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
And with the movie coming out too, because again, this will be released.
I think there'll be a trailer too at the
Yeah.
celebration.
Yeah.
I wish the latest
seems
Gizmo
like this is...
looked this good.
October, I want to say this comes out. The new one, Mandalorian Grogu.
May of 2026. Yeah.
Oh, next year.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we still got a year away.
Oh, okay.
Oh well, shit. All right.
It's done filming, but they're doing reshoots like they usually do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it does say in the description. Yeah, before embarking on a silver screen adventure with Din in 2026. Okay. So I wonder if they're going to do another one when that movie comes out. Then.
Yeah. I wonder if they'll add silicone
more Dins
for next time. Yeah.
It'll be chrome plated.
Yeah. Yeah. Or they may do a variant or some sort of exclusive with whatever he has in that movie. May just some accessory.
He's got a Mandalorian helmet, 6 scale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Helmet
or
lightsaber.
Cool, actually.
They kind of missed the ball here. I think they could have had accessories of Yoda's lightsaber in the box.
Yeah.
And like the Mandalorian chainmail, the Beskar armor.
Yep.
Yeah.
That would have been like awesome accessories to have.
The battling version.
And the pendant.
Because you can display them, and you can have the chainmail next to them, and the box with Yoda's lightsaber. I think that would be awesome to have.
Yeah, dude. Cool.
Yeah. But you can go and get the pendant though on Etsy, like the exact pendant that the same guy who made the one in the show makes.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
For like $50. Like it's crazy. It's awesome. It looks so good. It looks exactly like it. Because it is.
Because it is. Yep. That's what it is. I was
they
gonna say I didn't see anything.
Oh, sorry.
What they messed up? What so bad? The first one.
No. When they dropped Grogu off with Luke, and then they just kind of changed it up in the Book of Mando.
I see.
Book
of Boba.
Yep. Well, it's the Book of Mando because that's the only good damn thing in the show.
The chapter of Mando.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say this. I don't see anything about like Japan exclusive or Star Wars Celebration or anything on there. So it doesn't sound like it's gonna be exclusive to that. But I guess maybe just because.
No, we'll be seeing a whole lot of Star Wars stuff in the next.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to kind of go along with that theme.
Mm-hmm.
For Star Wars. Yeah, and of course, May 4th is coming up also in a couple of months. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll see. What anniversary is it this year? Also, isn't there like Revenge of the Sith?
Rise of Skywalker.
The Rise of Skywalker.
Not Rise of Skywalker. Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, and Force Awakens.
Oh, and Force Awakens. Okay, so you got a couple of anniversaries there.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna see anything from Force Awakens. Yeah, I think they want to distance themselves from the
Old Man Han re-release.
I don't know. I mean, I kind of agree, but you might get Poe Dameron because they just got his likeness for.
That's true. Yeah.
Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Moon Knight. Yeah.
It'll be an
I was just
exclusive.
I was just gonna use the Moon Knight head sculpt and put that on the Snowspeeder Luke. So
Yeah.
Bam, there you go. Yeah.
That could work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I might do that too. I was gonna put it on my Mr. Knight, my third-party Mr. Knight, but yeah, that could be a good option as well. Cause I got both. Yeah, I got the Artisan on pre-order, and I got the Snowspeeder Luke also. Yeah, good call there.
Yeah, that's why I got 2 Snowspeeder Lukes, so I can turn one into both Admirals. I just have to.
Nice, there you go.
You have to repaint the helmet to be like black and orange, and you know.
If you're gonna have him holding it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I want them,
Gotcha.
mostly in the gear, and like you could take the jacket off of Finn and then put it on the Poe or something like that, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I just hope that second or the first movie here, Mandalorian and Grogu, recaptures the spirit of the first 2 seasons of Mandalorian. There are a couple of decent. No, I mean the third season wasn't terrible, but it it
was.
wasn't great. I mean, when they had Jack Black and Lizzo showing up basically as Jack Black and Lizzo, I was like,
that was
Scooby-Doo
awful.
episode. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, Christopher Lloyd.
Yep.
Christopher Lloyd too.
Would have gotten away with it too if you weren't for you blasted
Yeah.
Mandalorians.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was bad. That was so bad. And then that really boring Dr. Pershing episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God, that just dragged, and I mean, just the whole season was awful, and the weird crap with Bo-Katan. I love Bo-Katan, but that whole storyline was just garbage.
Well executed. Yeah.
Yeah. Just she won it because I was captured. Like, bitch, please.
I mean, they make a big deal about that dark saber, and then they just kind of get rid of it, kind of unceremonious. That dark saber is a big deal since Rebels, at least, right? Clone Wars even, and since Clone Wars, and they just kind of and then they make a big deal out of it. The second season of Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett, and they just kind of unceremoniously get rid of it. Like, what?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like that's an unfair criticism. I think that's an unfair criticism because the way that they did it, I think, made a lot of sense for the characters involved. Because think about it, fucking what's his name? The one Mandalorian that didn't have a head sculpt from the figures.
X-Wolves?
That guy.
Yeah.
The guy without a face. Like he's a fucking upstart, man. He doesn't care about tradition. He wants to rule. He wants to take his people to be great and stuff, and he wants to do the thing that they want to do, and that's his whole deal. Like, of course he's gonna hang the law. Of course he's not gonna care about the fucking darksaber. He's a jackass, and that's what he does. I think that makes sense for the situation. Everything else is whatever, but I think that's acceptable.
That little snippet, makes sense. Yes. Everything else, trash. It's just garbage.
Trash. Yeah,
it could have been cool, but yeah.
I forgot how that whole storyline aspect. I forget what happened to the Darksaber.
It got crushed.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
Duder.
That's right.
With the power hand.
Gideon.
Yeah, Gideon. Yeah, that's right.
He brought out his Nintendo Power Glove and he smashed it.
Yeah, dude.
Now you're playing with power. Yeah, that's right. He just crushed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Like, damn it! Now I need a crushed
mustache.
Mine is no
did
good
he come
now.
with that? I think Gideon, the 2.0 Moff Gideon, come with that? The crushed saber? I thought it did.
I
don't remember.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, it's been a minute.
It's a great figure, but like, I just try to forget that whole season, to be honest with you. They just need to decanonize it and.
U-Highs. Yeah, a lot of those.
He'll be back.
Big.
He'll be back.
Yeah, Big Rib here saying it's like the door I am keeping. Thank you very much. Yeah, so he's not parting out the door from that battle.
No, you have to sell me your deviator.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, gentlemen. I think that was it. Now that was that life size Grogu wasn't that, honestly, like, in my opinion, that wasn't really that exciting. I was like, oh man, that's all. That's it. But there you go. covered it nonetheless. We'll go around the clock. I know it's late. Some of you are ready to call it a night. Beam, we'll go start with you. Anything you want to plug?
Nope. Just hit that like button, everybody. PZ's channel needs to get up there. We need to get this guy up to 1,000 subs. So, like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Do all the fun stuff. And thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
Appreciate that. Yes, sir.
Let Blue do the rest.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure. Speaking of Blue, anything you want to plug?
Yeah, we're live every Monday, and let's get the Feezy's likes up. Go watch replay, comment, like, share, do all that cool stuff. Because he does great, and thanks for having me as well. It's always a good time.
Yes, sir. Yeah, thank you both for coming on. I appreciate that. Thanks. Much love to you both, and supporting the channel as always. It's always appreciated. Always grateful for that. Adam 112, thanks again for joining us. First time on the stream. Hopefully it's not the last on the channel. Anything you want to plug? Anything you got coming up?
Feezy, thanks for having me on. We've streamed before, and everyone here we've streamed before. But great to be on your channel to stream. It was a lot of fun. We had some breaking news with the life-size Grogu, so that was cool. I did get the Highlander figure today from Iconic.
Oh, nice.
So I was excited to that. That's one of it's a cult film from the 80s, one I really enjoy. Very excited to pick that one up. And I got a video out now on where my daughter Emily and I basically really shit on the Doc Brown figure that's behind me. It's actually a pretty good figure. It's a 7 out of 10. Which, as I used to say when I was in school, you get your gentleman C. The guy is gentleman C.
Yeah.
It's not the best figure in the world, but check it out. Thanks again for having me.
Yes, sir. Yeah, thanks again for joining. As I mentioned, I'll put Adam's link to his YouTube and his social media in the description after the stream there. So yeah, check out his stuff. He's doing good stuff over in his channel. He's putting in the work, doing the reviews. I'm definitely not doing those. So yeah, he's already a step above what I'm doing there. So yeah, go show him some love, and so if you like what he's doing. Thanks again, Adam. And of course, last but not least, my fellow X-Man fan, X-Man Supreme. It's in his name, folks. It's in his name. X-Man Supreme. Dave, anything you want to plug?
Oh man, how much time you got?
Oh, that much, damn.
Just you know what? Go and look at all these guys' channels because they're awesome. Go see Adam's channel. He's got the friggin' the great father-daughter dynamic going on with the figure unboxings, and it's a neat old time around the kitchen table, and it's fun.
Yeah.
If you want to see someone just tear apart a figure you like, go check out Blue.
Go like this figure, yeah, every Monday. Yeah.
I don't tear apart figures.
And or Michael, yeah. Michael also, Michael Elliott, tear apart some figures.
but check these guys out if you haven't. I'm sure everybody here has. But tell your friends, tell your mama. It's a great time all around, and it's just great to be on here with you guys and chop it up.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and for those of you that don't know, as Beam also does some stop motion. He has some awesome stop motion, funny, creative stop motion on there. Check that out as well. I think he has a playlist going for all his stop motions. He's done quite a few of them. Yeah, so go check those out. And of course, as always, his friends. You can find his link to his YouTube channel and friends of my YouTube, friends of the friends of the channel section of my YouTube channel. Yeah, that's what it is. Friends of the channel there. Yeah, and he does a lot of other good stuff. He has some other things that he's doing, and of course the merch. They got merch, which I got a shirt of. Yeah, that's awesome. So go out, check out their channel. They got quite a few stuff in there. And then, like X-Men was saying, every Monday, man, it's their shows have been pretty entertaining. It's been pretty funny, man. It's just I'm always laughing watching that. So yeah, check them out. But thank you all again. Appreciate the support. Much love to you all. Thanks for your time, and those of you in the chat. Thank you for staying as long as you did, even if it was just a little bit. Those who popped in, the panelists who left early, thank you again for your time. I appreciate it. And with that, have a good one. We'll catch you all in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your week. Later.